Okay. Hi.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Hi.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Hi.
Hello.
So today voy a hablar en inglés para que la doctora entienda también un poquito. Y después entonces pues yo voy a ir traduciendo cuando ella empiece su parte.
A ti te entendemos.
Sí. Doctor, I just told them I will speak in English now a little bit because I will do a recapitulation brief only just before you start. But I'm going to speak in English so you also know what we are talking about.
Yes, fine.
Yeah. And then when you start, then I'll translate in Spanish.
Sure.
Yeah. So today we are having a storm in Puerto Rico. So one of the things we have in the, we have this document, it's the course outline.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things they are learning with me, I already sent the material to them. It's about the first aid with herbs. So that's good to know, for example, for today, because we have a storm, maybe we cannot go to the hospital if something happens. No?
Exactly.
So you should know some tips, what to do in case you have a cut or something like that, a burn. You will be talking today about the aloe vera too. So just to know briefly that today is an important day, we should know some tips about any first aid. No?
Sure, we'll
So
discuss.
they are studying that with me also, and on next Wednesday, they will have more details from me for that. But it's a good example today. They know why this whole course is very important. Like for today, we have a storm, then maybe some emergency can happen in home, even
Exactly.
for the kids also, and we should know, we should have a basic idea what to do in any emergency case.
Yes.
So in the material I sent to the students,
Mm-hmm.
they have this, for example, it's from this book, The Holistic Life. So, some children, some people, they have epilepsy, epilepsy.
Yes.
So we even have some information here, what to do in case there's a epilepsy attack
Mm-hmm.
in a moment you need some urgency. So we have this section, it's called first aid,
Mm-hmm.
and they have received this material. No? They are reading to, for Wednesday, they have to already have study the same, so I will discuss in that. So that's good, we are talking about that. Even it says about poisonous bites, if you have a poisonous bite, if a heart attack happens there. ¿Están entendiendo?
Sí.
Sí, okay. So that's good, So then the other thing, I will share the screen now, because on the last day, it's something very important. I discussed with them the beginnings only, the beginnings. Because as we are talking about the power of herbs, so I wanted them to complement what you teach to them about the rasa and the birya. You remember, no?
Yes, yes.
So I even give them some material, very important, and it's in the reference of this book. It's called The Yoga of Herbs.
Yes.
So are you able to see that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. give them an assignment for Wednesday. They have to read some material, no, very brief, maybe 5 pages only. But it's just to put everything in context, because here we can have a clear picture why the herbs also have power, you know.
Yes.
So if we go to this section here, you will see like this diagram 4,
Diagrams.
and we have the prana, we have the sun and the moon energy
Mm,
in the plants also. So the other thing we were discussing briefly, Agni, you know, Agni and plants, so the fire and plants.
mm,
So we talk about ginger, for example. If we have some indigestion or ama toxins, then the ginger is very powerful because it has Agni in itself, you know.
yes.
So
Agni
that's what I'm trying to make them convince them, you know, that herbs are very useful and very powerful. And like, for example, the herbs also, they are related with the 7 dhatus too. Like you talked the other day about Google, no, it's a
Google,
resin,
yes.
no, Google. So for example, Google, accordingly to this literature, to this book, it has to do with some of the dhatus also inside the body. So it will help. Maybe the blood, I think so, the blood. The resin,
Yes.
here is it. Okay, because you have this diagram number 3. I shared it with them, so they studied this, the 7 dhatus in the plants, you see.
It's good, interesting. Mm.
So it says about the resin, it's similar
As-
to the blood in the human body.
Exactly.
So then that's the, just briefly, I want you to update you what the material I gave to them, because we don't want to have blind faith in herbs. We want them to have all the elements they can really believe in plants and make this their base of the life. You know, as we talked before, we are living here for a period of time. Ayurveda suggests we could reach 120 years, no, 120 years to
Yes.
accomplish the 4 objectives of life.
Objective. Exactly.
So that's what I'm trying. Maybe in this modern life, we maybe reach to 80, 90, but that's fine. But we can, if we benefit from this power of the herbs and the power of the plants, we could make it in a better quality, because people can reach to 90 years, 100 years, but maybe it's not with good quality. They are in the hospital, or they have many hair transplants, and that's not quality of life, you know?
Yes. Exactly.
So then the other thing, so they can have this clear picture why the plants. Traten de ponerle el audio en mute para que no se escuche. The last thing I want to share, so you can also give your inputs then, how we can convince them, you know, about this power. So one of the last things was about this. We discussed about the consciousness of, just looking for it, the manifestation of consciousness into plants. Are you able to see?
Yes, yes, I can.
Yeah. So this is very important to me. I explain because plants are not only something we have to subestimate because it's only a plant. The plants also, as you teach us last Saturday, they have a virya, potency, they have an energetic aspect.
Exactly.
So I explained with the rose petal, for example, it's very powerful plant to help to heal the mind and the psychic issues, emotional imbalances, because it's open the heart chakra, you know, heart chakra. So it's not only that rose will just help to sleep or it will cool the system, it's also that rose have some sattvic energy, you know, so it will help in multiple dimensions to the whole organism, you know.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm trying to implement in these students, that the plants are very wide open, you know, many things happening there. And I also try to explain to them, if we go to the evolution, you know, like here we have this reference from, it says Chandogya Upanishad.
Mm-hmm.
So it says the essence of all beings is the earth. The essence of the earth is the water. The essence of the water is plants. The essence of plants is the human being. So what I'm trying to explain to them on my last class was that in the evolution of the biology, the human being is supposed to be superior to plants and to animals and minerals. So, but nowadays it seems different. No, the animals are more human than humans itself, and even the plants are more powerful than human itself. Because the thing is, we have lost the connection with the natural rhythms of nature.
With the nature actually. Yes.
So that's what I'm trying them to understand, that we are, as human beings, we are very powerful and we have all the elements inside of us. And I try to explain, maybe we just go to cola for a neurologic issue because gotu kola has the power to reestablish the neurons, for example. But I just try to teach them, if we know we also have these elements inside our body, we could recur to meditation, and meditation itself, we will not need gotu kola, you know. That's an example. So that's what I'm trying to teach them. Sometimes nowadays the life is very complicated in society, so we have to recur not to pharmaceuticals like modern conventional. Sometimes it could be needed, you know, but if we have
Yes.
this training they are getting, they will know how to deal with the nature. So in this nowadays, we are having so many imbalances due to the high stress, all this
That's like,
new modern life. So I'm
yes.
just teaching them, we have to be wise. And since we have lost most of our power, then we have to take it from the plants, you know,
Exactly.
either by the food or either by the medicine way, you know. So that's what I'm trying to implement to them, that we are powerful as human beings, but nowadays we have to take advantage of the knowledge of Ayurveda so we can benefit from the plants' power they have to offer, because that's their dharma. The dharma of the plants is to serve humanity. You know, that's their dharma. They are in the nature for a purpose. They are not just there for oxygen or something like that, you know?
Exactly.
So
Every life on the earth
yeah,
has a purpose.
yeah. So then the last thing I want to share is they also have this material. Yeah. So I gave them this material. Let me take out the screenshot. So I gave them this material, and it's a paper, scientific paper
Yes.
from my teacher. So it says, the title is very clear, herbs heal, you know. So if the herbs heal, they should have a power to heal, first of all, no?
Exactly.
So we are having some good reference about this. No, they are studying the cases. You will also share some cases today, but they are
Yes.
studying these cases, how the herbs heal, you know, 8 cases of cancer, you know. So I think this is more than enough, you know, for them to convince themselves in a scientific way, because Ayurveda is also science. I think it's more than enough. They can say it's, I'm glad I took this training and I will keep forward learning more, you know? Yeah. So some of the student is telling if I could translate this. So I think I can do it in 2 minutes and then you follow, doctor, okay? Just what do you think about all this preview? You know, it's convincing them about the power of plants, you know? Yeah. Do you have any feedback?
You are going to explain something in Spanish now, or should I start it?
Oh, I'll just, in 1 minute, I will resume everything I told for the student, no? Do you have anything to add to this now or no?
Yes, I have many things to add.
Okay.
It was like power of plants when we were discussing. Even from Ayurveda point of view, if I think most of them are new to Ayurveda, when we talk about Ayurveda science, we also talk about nature.
Nature.
They say human body is just the small replica of the universe. So, and it's not just the human body, they say any living organism is a small replica of the universe. That
Of
means
of what? Of what?
of universe, that is
Universe.
of the
Yeah,
world.
okay. Yeah.
So whatever we see in the universe, our bodies are also made of those.
Yeah.
So that is why we say those 5 elements, and it is everywhere in each and everything. Even in living elements, yes, there are all those consciousness and all those 5 elements. And even in non-living items also there is those 5 elements. Whichever is dominating, it shows the properties accordingly.
Okay.
You can
So,
translate.
yeah, I'll translate. Lo que la doctora está diciendo ahora es que en Ayurveda, para los que son nuevos en el tema, se habla de la naturaleza y se explica que todo lo que hay en la naturaleza es una réplica del universo. O sea, nosotros somos un microcosmo de lo que hay allá en el universo. Todo lo que tiene vida aquí, sea una planta, sea un ser humano, sea un animal, una célula, todo tiene un aspecto también del macrocosmo. ¿Eso se entiende?
Sí.
Ok, entonces, antes de que ella empiece, para beneficio de Liz Noel y que lo pidió y de todos ustedes, le voy a traducir rapidito en 1 minuto lo que yo expliqué antes. Yo estaba diciéndole a la doctora un overview de lo que nosotros estuvimos hablando en todos estos días y que lo que estamos tratando es de convencerlos a ustedes, no de una forma ciega, de convencerlos del poder que tienen las plantas. Y entonces se les envió una literatura que se les pidió el miércoles que vayan estudiando, que era la manifestación de la conciencia en las plantas, que las plantas no solo son una cosa biológica, que tienen también una conciencia y que entonces nosotros, como estamos viviendo hoy en día, en la escala evolutiva, el humano es más avanzado en cierta medida que el animal y el mineral y el vegetal. Yo expliqué que si ustedes, por ejemplo, necesitan mejorar la función neuronal o quiere regenerar sus neuronas, no necesariamente hay que consumir gotucola. Usted tiene el poder dentro de sí de cómo hacerlo. Simple puede recurrir a la meditación y todos esos bioquímicos se van a reproducir igual que si usted consumiera de afuera. Pero como nosotros, de acuerdo al estilo de vida que estamos viviendo en esta sociedad, no nos estamos sintonizando con la naturaleza, hemos perdido nuestro poder que tenemos. Pero dentro de nosotros tenemos todos los chakras, todos los centros energéticos que se representan con flores y con plantas y podemos generar todos los fitoquímicos, hormonas y todo dentro de nosotros, ¿entiendes? Pero las plantas están ahí en la naturaleza para cumplir con un propósito. Dios y la creación han puesto las plantas ahí para que ellas cumplan con su dharma, que el dharma de las plantas es ayudarnos si nosotros tenemos desbalances, que entonces le pidamos prestado a las plantas esa energía que ellas tienen. ¿Me entienden? Eso está claro. ¿Sí?
Sí.
Ok, entonces se le envió también material de 8 casos de cáncer, que es el papel de Quechua que dice Herbs Heal, cómo las plantas tienen poder de sanar. Eso es para tratar de que ustedes puedan convencerse más sobre la importancia de esto y cómo las plantas tienen poder. Le hablamos de los 7 tejidos y cómo dentro del cuerpo tenemos los 7 tejidos y las plantas también nos lo pueden aportar para reparar los tejidos. Si hay una planta que es bien leñosa, como la escoba negra, doctor, if we have a plant like bala root, which is very barky, it's very barky, so it will definitely help to the bones and the muscles, you know.
Exactly. Bala is very, Bala name itself is Sanskrit name is Bala. In Sanskrit,
Strength.
Bala it's strength.
Yeah. So
So,
I just making them understand what I said to you previously, so they know in Spanish. So eso sería en realidad el miércoles conmigo. Van a tener la oportunidad de seguir expandiendo en todo esto. Yo le voy a dar la oportunidad ya a la doctora que empiece ella y voy a estar yo traduciendo. Si ustedes tienen alguna pregunta, nos dejan saber y entonces yo lo aclaro lo más posible que se pueda. Ok. Okay, doctor, you are ready now. It's all your time now. It's your class.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. One more thing I'll add in here. We were just discussing about that Bala word. In Ayurveda, we have many such plants. Like if we see their names, they can, either it is based on their properties or the way they look or the way they act or the way they taste or smell. So those things are also something from the nature. So it connects us so much to the nature. So Ayurveda really connects us to the nature. It's just not just Ayurveda, it's all the plants. Ayurveda is completely based on plants. Yes, it uses minerals and metallic preparations also, which are needed for the body. But it always first thing is always about health, about keeping ourselves healthy in a more natural way. That is the first aim, as we discussed in last class. That first aim of Ayurveda is keeping ourselves healthy.
Okay.
As possible as we stay natural, we stay more healthy.
Okay. So give me time so I can translate. So lo que la doctora está diciendo es que ustedes tienen que entender que por ejemplo, en Ayurveda, cuando hablamos de las plantas, el nombre que se le da a una planta está relacionado, a veces puede ser a la forma en que la planta se ve, al aspecto que tiene la planta, de ahí sale un nombre que le dan. Puede ser cómo actúa la planta. Like ashwagandha is like the horsepower, ¿no? Horsepower.
Yes, I have many such plants. I'm going to explain them today.
I'm just explaining the plant can be given a name due to the way it smells, it looks.
Most of the plants have some reason of. See, I'm going to show them that ashwagandha.
Nice. That's
Yes,
it.
I have. Yeah, I'll show them in a minute.
Lo que dice la doctora era eso, que tienen que entender, ustedes saben los nombres que las plantas que tienen, Yatamansi, Guruchi, Ashwagandha, los nombres pueden estar hechos por una particularidad que tenga la planta, ¿entienden?
Is it visible? These are the ashwagandha roots.
Okay.
And when we smell, the name is Ashwa. Ashwa is for the horse.
Okay.
And Gandha is the smell. So Ashwa is in Sanskrit, it's horse. So it smells like horse. Particularly like the waste product of the horse, the smell. So it's an identification. So that is how natural Ayurveda connects us with the nature actually. So the name itself has also been, this plant has been named connected with the nature.
So doctor, I just was able to put the translator now. It's supposed everything you say in English, it's in Spanish.
Okay, it says there, I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's better, like if any sentence changes, you can ask me to stop and then you can correct them.
Okay.
So it's just Ashwagandha will be coming on these plants one by one. I have some of the um, samples of the plants to show you, which I think may not be very easily available. So the reason of bringing those samples was again showing you that how our bodies or how much we are connected with the nature. They look like their names. They either taste like their names or they smell like their names. So that all we will be discussing. So first of all, let me just share the PowerPoint we did. And if anybody, if you were able to go through it, and if you have any questions, anything which is not clear, then I'll proceed with the functions of the herbs. If there is any question, if there is anything they want to share, they can.
Si tienen
And then we'll
alguna
come.
pregunta, que entonces nos avisen.
Yo tengo una, Angie, pero se me fue todo. Solamente tengo como que la llamada que había originalmente dialed in. Pero si me escuchan, a ver si pueden repetir en qué es que se basa el nombre de las plantas. Sé que tiene que ver con el aspecto, con algún efecto o algunos efectos, con ciertas particularidades. ¿Hay algo más? Me perdí ahí un poquito.
Hay muchos. Cómo huele la planta, cómo actúa en el cuerpo la planta, cómo se ve la planta en la naturaleza, la forma en que es la planta, si tiene forma de corazón, si tiene forma de, si se parece a un animal, la planta, a algo que hay en la naturaleza. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, doctor, please continue. Yeah.
Okay. So we were just going through the previous thing about the basics. No, I'm not going to go in deep again, no, because my purpose is just for them to understand and know the pharmacology part of Ayurveda. That is how we study a plant, no, and how we see the properties. That is my purpose, and we'll be coming to the actions of the plants today. And as we discussed last time, that when we talk about a dravya, we talk about a plant. It is not just the medicine, it is about the diet also. The ahara and the aushadha. If you can see that aushadha, that is medicine, and ahara. And Ayurveda considers everything. Ayurveda says whatever is available all around us in the universe is all medicinal. Even you see, you people must have heard that if you have low vitamin D, take sunlight. It is that.
Let me explain that. Yeah. Ella está diciendo que en la naturaleza todo es medicinal, como explicamos antes. Dice ella que si tenemos baja vitamina D, ¿qué se recomienda? Que tomes el baño de sol. Yeah, please go.
So this is a very simple and a common example. How much we are connected with nature, that with simple natural things, how much we get benefited. Nowadays, there are, the pharmacology and this pathology and all, everything is so much vast and so much, I'll say, people know about that so much that everybody goes for their blood test or everybody goes for their regular checkups. And I'll see, 50-60% of people, they have vitamin D deficiency if we go with it. And if we see what we are not following, even if we are having proper diet, we are having proper sleep, everything is good, but we most of the time we stay inside. We don't get exposed to the nature, the sun, sun is not there. And when we have low vitamin D, obviously the calcium absorption also reduces. That's the physiology of the body. If we have low vitamin D, our calcium absorption also reduces. So this is a very, very clear example that we are part of the universe. So Ayurveda doesn't talk about only plants. It says anything around us is all medicines. Even at a particular condition, air could be a medicine for us. Soil could be a medicine for us. Simple spices could be a medicine for us, or simple just sitting and doing nothing, that is relaxation, is also a medicine for us. So it depends where we are, which situation we are, which condition we are, which age we are, which climatic conditions we are, which weather conditions we are, which area we are living in. So many things are there which are which are actually considered in Ayurveda to decide that what is a medicine for us and what is a diet for us. So I think everything is
¿Están entendiendo? ¿Necesitan asistencia? ¿O están entendiendo lo que ella dice?
Si puedes traducir, te agradezco.
Estoy tratando, pero bien difícil.
Okay, doctor, they have some, they need some translation, no? So I'll do very quickly. So, ella lo que está diciendo es que en la naturaleza no es nada más la dieta a veces. Nos podemos concentrar mucho en la dieta, en la alimentación o en algunas plantas medicinales, pero puede ser que eso no sea suficiente. Ayurveda está proponiendo que hay que estar relacionados con la naturaleza, que tenemos que salir porque a veces el remedio va a ser el aire, respirar aire puro. A veces el remedio va a ser, necesitas coger sol para que se te sintetice el calcio y la vitamina D. A veces el remedio va a ser, necesitas caminar en la naturaleza, estar en contacto, ¿no? You have to be in contact with the elements throughout nature.
with the
¿no?
elements,
Yeah.
with the nature.
Yeah. So you can go ahead now. Yeah.
I'll just share some very simple example here again. You see, we have a set biological clock in our body. We get up early in the morning, or early or little late, that is like in the morning hours. Then we have if we are just healthy, we feel hungry. Then by afternoon, we feel hungry again. And then by the evening, we start having very low energy and we start feeling tired actually. Now, this is the biological clock according to the nature in our body. Now, if we are not following this, we end up having digestive issues. Nowadays, in our fast lifestyles, it is very common that we are not able to have proper meals or proper timings of the meals, or we are into working in the night, or we are sleeping during the day because of night shifts or any of such things. It affects our digestion the most. It's a very, very common example. So this is again something to tell you that how our bodies are also tuned according to the natural things. That sun comes up, it's a day, our appetite, our body is tuned according to that. Like, when you travel, you have that jet lag. What is that jet lag? Is something which is sudden change in your body. The natural effect. It's a natural effect. You have not changed anything in your diet. You have not changed anything in your food or anything on your medicines or anything. But it's the natural change in your body from one environmental conditions to another environmental condition, and from one time zone to another time zone. So this is how the nature affects our body. This is a very common example, very basic example, I'll say. Everybody of us must have experienced it, that when we go from one time zone or one climatic condition to another, suddenly we have different effect on our body. It's completely nature.
The doshas are affected, no? The doshas. The
doshas are affected. The doshas are affected. The doshas get imbalanced because of that sudden change what happens to our body. Like otherwise it is in a transitional phase. If we are in, for example, if we are into like in your place and it is winters, it goes in a traditional transitional phase, that slowly body starts entering into winter. But if you're suddenly flying to a place where there are winters, but now you're in summers or autumn season, then that sudden change is something which affects the doshas immediately. So that is the natural thing which affects our body.
¿Están entendiendo eso? ¿Alguien tiene preguntas? Díganos para poder entonces ayudarle.
Si puedes traducir un poco, por favor.
Sí, ella lo que está explicando es que a veces tenemos que entender que la naturaleza tiene unos ciclos. Pueden ser las estaciones del año o pueden ser también los ciclos del día mismo. Por ejemplo, está la madrugada, está el mediodía, luego está la tarde, la noche, y en cada uno de esos ciclos va a haber por ejemplo, en el mediodía predomina la digestión, ¿no? In the midday 10 to 12, it's Pitta time, 10 to 2 p.m.
10 to 2. 10 to
10
2.
to 2, yeah. So
That's
that's
with
the
the
best
sun.
time for digestive fire, no?
Yes, digestifier. That is the strongest digestifier at that time, because of pitta being the highest in our bodies during that time.
So just simplify what you wanted to tell to us, so I give it in Spanish. Yeah.
So coming to a very, very interesting thing, that is taste, rasa. It is simply very interesting to see that each dosha is, each taste is specifying for a particular dosha and aggravating for another dosha. And you see, that is the reason we have different likings based on our body types. If we have a particular body type, we like a particular taste. And that is something which is specifying also for our body.
Ya, so ella está hablando de, muchos de ustedes estaban preguntando en estos días sobre los doshas, qué tipo de biotipo corporal ustedes son, si eran bata, pita, kapha, y ella está hablando que los sabores tienen que ver con el dosha también. Dependiendo del biotipo corporal, hay unos sabores que nos van a ayudar a equilibrar ese dosha. Pero hay una tendencia, por ejemplo, there's a tendency, like if you're pitta, you will like salty things, no? Or sour things,
Yes.
sour things.
Yes, you will like sour things, but they are not good for us. Like
Yeah,
they are not
that's
good
it.
for a pitta person.
That's it, yeah. I just want them to understand that, no?
Yes, similarly, kapha people like more sweets, but sweet is not good for them. We know sweet is fatty. No? And kapha people always have more tendency of having overweight.
Yeah.
So that is there. And vata people, they like more spicy food. Spicy, or what we call in Hindi we call that is like, mixture of all spicy, salty foods.
This is
So-
bata.
This is vata. Now why yes, please.
Ok, ¿están comprendiendo? Si alguien necesita ayuda, dígame para ir entonces aclarándole en español. Carmen, dime, si algunos hablen, no se queden callados.
Sería como chévere, como que tradujeras exactamente lo que dice y entonces de ahí puedo decir si tengo duda, porque hay partes que no las entiendo.
Sí, ok. Doctor, can you just give like a recapitulation briefly so I can translate that recapitulation?
The same.
Yeah, whatever you have tried to explain now in all this, yeah.
Yes. What I was trying to explain is with the taste, and dosha condition.
Yeah.
That for different dosha, different tastes are pacifying and aggravating.
Yeah.
The reason I am talking about here about this is how to keep ourselves more healthy. If you don't know that what I should do now. So if you know what is your body type, what is the time of the day, and what is the imbalance in your body, so you can select the things which are good. Like I'll give a very simple example. If you think, if you have not eaten anything, or if you're very much stressed, that's the condition which increases pitta in the body. If we are suddenly very much stressed, or if we have not taken, like we are empty stomach,
Yeah.
very simple thing is pacifying taste for pitta is sweet. Take something sweet.
Let me explain. Okay. Ella lo que quiere es hacerle entender a ustedes la importancia, ¿sabes? Si vamos a seguir profundizando en todo esto de las hierbas y los alimentos, y ustedes me estaban preguntando también sobre qué tipo de dosha ustedes tenían, o el Prakriti, que es la constitución, pues necesitan entender estas cositas. Ella está hablando que hay que saber en cada constitución cuáles son los sabores que predominan. Por ejemplo, Vata, tú puedes ver que Vata, Vata, lo que hay que saber qué es lo que va a pacificar a Vata, a Pitta y a Kapha. Si nosotros, por ejemplo, ella explicó que al mediodía, durante el día, tuvimos mucho estrés, mucho trabajo, no pudimos comer bien, el Pitta se va a agravar. So, if we haven't eaten nothing during the day, Pitta is going to aggravate. So we need to
Exactly.
pacify it, no? We need to pacify
Yes.
it.
Yes.
So, tenemos que pacificar el Pitta, el fuego. Y una de las cosas que tendríamos que hacer es entonces consumir algo dulce, dice ella, algo dulce. Eso va a calmar el Pitta y automáticamente pues va a evitarnos problemas. So you are
Gracias.
trying, basically you are trying to explain them the importance of the tastes, the rasas
Yes.
in the
The
constitution.
rasas
Okay,
in the constitution.
okay.
Again, and if we understand that basics of taste according to our constitution, it helps us to keep ourselves more healthy.
Si nosotros llegamos a entender la importancia de cada sabor de acuerdo a nuestra constitución, nos va a ayudar a mantenernos entonces saludables. So, doctor, what I suggest when you give your teaching, just give me time so I can translate, and it's easier. You give 1-2 sentences, I translate. We keep that way. It's easier.
Okay, I thought there is translation going on.
That is,
No?
but it's not too good, you know.
Okay, and it must be fast also.
Yeah, it's fast. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Giving a very simple example here, I'll say example and something I see very regularly in my practice. Migraine. Migraine is a disease which is very common.
So, ella está diciendo que en su práctica clínica hay una condición que ella ve muy frecuente en la clínica y es migraña. Es algo muy recurrente que lo ven los pacientes. Yeah.
Migraine or headaches. That is very common in Pitta Prakriti people or in Pitta imbalance conditions. Like if somebody is Kapha but having Pitta imbalance, in them also migraine attacks, like attacks of headaches, is very, very common.
Sí, es más común. Ese caso de la migraña se ve más común en la persona Pitta. También sucede en Kapha, pero es más común en los Pittas.
Commonly, what I see is Pitta Prakriti people very, very prone to it. Reason is when we talk about migraine, there are certain aggravating factors for migraine. Stress is the first factor for it.
Sorry.
Stress.
El estrés es uno de los factores principales que nos causan la migraña, el estrés.
Most of them may have experienced it, that if you have sudden stress, you start feeling like headache, no? Suddenly. Headache, or those who have a tendency of high blood pressure or any such conditions, they start having that. Even palpitations is also one of the symptom of it.
Ya. Ok, si la persona que tiene mucho estrés usualmente va a tener este problema de dolores de cabeza.
Which is very common these days because of our lifestyle, that we either skip a meal, or we are very much stressed, or we don't have a good sleep, which are the reasons for particularly pitta imbalance, but vata also gets imbalance along with it.
Ya, es muy común cuando no tenemos la comida durante el día, el pita, que es el fuego, se va a agravar y entonces va a ocasionarnos problemas, ¿no? The pita will aggravate, it will cause some major issues.
What you can do at that time is taking something sweet or taking something cooling, as we were talking about rose oil or rose water or rose in any form, which is pitta pacifying, and it has sweet taste as the main taste.
Can you give an example of a pita sweet food that will help not only the
Raisins.
That's good. So, ella está explicando, por ejemplo, si usted está durante el día, todo el día en un trabajo que a veces ya son las 12 del mediodía, llegan las 2, llegan las 3 y usted no se ha comido nada, eso va a causar migraña, va a causar problemas de pita y tiene que, por ejemplo, consumir algo que sea un poquito dulce, que eso va a balancear el pita. En este caso ella está recomendando las uvas, las pasas de uva, ¿no? Raisins, sweet raisins, ¿no?
Sweet raisins. Even figs are also sweet.
Figs, los higos también van a ayudar en esto aquí.
Any fruit which is naturally sweet.
Dates.
Any sweet fruit. Dates, exactly.
Okay.
Dates are also there.
Los dátiles, los higos, las pasas van a ayudarnos a calmar el pita si hay un desbalance en pita. Yeah.
But along with that why I gave the best example of rose or this raisins. Reason is they are cooling also. We have to take care of that also. We should not just see the taste. It is the potency also seen. It should be a cold potency thing. Hot potency will increase pitta. So you cannot take any type of sweet. You cannot take papaya. Papaya is hot in potency. So that is important. You cannot take jaggery. You cannot take honey. Those are natural sweet, but you have to see the vire also. I'll come to it.
Sí, ella explica que sí, no todo lo dulce necesariamente va a ser beneficioso para pita. Hay que saber cuál es la propiedad, o sea, el viria, cómo va a actuar ese alimento. Acuérdense que hemos hablado sobre eso. Hay alimentos que van a generar calor, otros van a ser más refrescantes y tenemos que saber a veces algunos detalles from Dravya Guna, ¿no? Dravya Guna.
From Dravya Guna.
Ya, de la Dravya Guna, que es cómo van a trabajar el alimento después de digerirse también, ¿no? The after post-digestive effect, ¿no? Post-digestive.
No, the vire is the potency.
Yeah. But they should need to know about the post-digestive, no? Of each thing too, no?
Of each thing, yes. There are 3 types of things there. Sweet, sour, or pungent. That also needs to be to be taken care. Then we'll come to the fourth one. Sorry, the fifth one, the Prabhava, the interesting thing. I have something interesting to discuss with them.
Okay, okay. Okay.
So I have shared these PPTs, PowerPoint with them. They can just go through, and if they have any questions, they can ask further, because
Sí,
these are the things.
Ustedes tienen los PowerPoint, se les envió los PowerPoint, lo pueden ir estudiando, pueden ir haciendo sus preguntas para las próximas clases. Inclusive nos pueden enviar email, como ya le hemos dicho. Se abrió un grupo de WhatsApp, pueden escribir ahí, yo le doy seguimiento. We have a WhatsApp group, so they can also write to me, I will take care of. We can answer to
Yes.
them also, you know? Yeah.
Exactly. So because because in this tables, I have clearly separated out which rasa, which guna, which vipak, and which, particularly in here, which dosha they are aggravating and pacifying. So we don't need to repeat it again in the class, because it is well separated in the columns. They can just
Yes.
go through it. I'll discuss about Prabhava here. That is the power. What is Prabhava? That is the power which is irrespective of their rest of the four things. That is irrespective of their taste, irrespective of their properties, potency, and post-digestive effect. So that's the power of a plant, what it can do irrespective of rest of the four
Yeah.
things.
So, ella está hablando aquí de un término importante que necesitamos saber sobre cuando queremos conocer mejor una planta o un mineral o cualquier cosa, un vegetal, animal en la naturaleza, cualquier sustancia, ellos tienen al final tienen un prábaba, dice ahí, y el prábaba significa es una acción farmacológica que va por encima de lo que es el rasa, el sabor, si es dulce, si es picante, va por encima del guna, va por encima del viria y el vipaka, que es el efecto postdigestivo. El prábava hace referencia a, va más allá de los tres doshas. Es una, it's like a action, ¿no? It's like an action.
It's like the power.
The power of the herb or the plant.
Yeah,
or,
the pharmacological action, which is irrespective of rest of the four
yes,
things.
yes. Can you give an example so they can
Yes.
understand? Yeah.
I can. I'm going to show them something. If anybody can guess, can you see this?
Okay. Can you show it? Okay, let's see.
Is it visible properly?
More or less. Is that the Jatamansi?
Is this exactly? It is Jatamansi.
Okay. So let me explain them what is Jatamansi first. No, ella está enseñando una planta. Y esa planta es tremenda. It's very, very powerful plant. I know that.
I'm going to discuss this Jatamansi with them.
So
And
yeah.
also why I am showing this in a Prabha form, that is
Yeah.
also one of the reasons I'm showing them.
So you can please follow up. Keep on. I will just translate whatever you teach us.
Now, first is Jatamansi. The name is Jatamansi.
Yes.
This name itself explains that according to the looks. Can you see it is very hairy plant?
It's a hairy plant. Yeah. It seems
Hairy
like
plant.
the hair, no? Hair.
Hair.
Yeah.
And in Sanskrit, for hair we call Jata. That is the hair.
En sánscrito, ella está explicando que esa planta que ella tiene se llama Jatamansi. La Jatamansi, en sánscrito, Jata significa cabello. Y si ustedes ven la apariencia de la planta ya, parece como unos cabellos enredados, ¿no? It seems like a dreadlock, ¿no? Dreadlock.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And it has a very peculiar smell also, which you people may not be able to see this now. No, but you can see if it is kept You can just identify from the name that it looks like a very hairy root. It's a root.
Yes, yes. Es una
So
raíz y es muy, parece como una enredadera de cabellos, como los rastas que usan eso. Okay, doctor, yeah, please. Yeah.
So now this is a very strong plant for the mind.
Es una planta muy poderosa para la mente.
Very good for mental disorders.
Es muy buena para los desórdenes mentales.
It has a very good sedative activity actually. If we
Yeah.
have to talk about natural sedatives, Jatamansi is one of
Sí,
those.
tiene una propiedad tremenda como una de las mejores plantas sedantes. Si tenemos problemas de dormir o necesitamos un sedante natural, el Jatamansi es tremendo.
You may
Yes.
have heard of Ashwagandha also doing the same action, but
Yeah.
Jatamansi is more powerful.
Sí. Sí, ustedes habrán escuchado que predomina mayormente ashwagandha como la planta más sedante, que es la Witania somnífera, pero la doctora nos está dando un punto de vista que en realidad el Jatamansi es más poderosa aún para esa acción de sedar y de ayudar a la mente que la misma ashwagandha.
So generally for anxiety disorders, for depression, for mood swings, for insomnia, even for high blood pressure because of stress, it is particularly used.
Sí, para problemas de ansiedad, insomnio, depresión también, estrés. Es una planta muy, muy poderosa.
Now why I discuss here in Prabhav, because irrespective of its rasa, guna, virya, vipak, it has an action of having antimicrobial activity.
Oh, okay, that's good. I know the Jatamansi oil is very useful too, no?
Yes, the
Yeah.
Dhupan you will have Jatamansi. It has Jatamansi as one of the major ingredients.
Ella está diciendo que además de Jatamansi ser una planta que tiene alta acción sedativa y que ayuda mucho a la mente, tiene una componente, it's antibacterial,
Antimicrobial.
antimicrobial, yeah,
It has antifungal action also.
antihongo,
And when we talk about microbes, it is all bacterial and fungal and all those, no? So it has that, but for the external thing.
okay, sí, ayuda mucho como antimicrobial, antifungis, antihongo, en específico para externo. Hay un aceite de Jatamansi también, ¿no? There's an Jatamansi oil, ¿no?
Jatamansi oil, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Jatamansi oil is extracted. People use Jatamansi root as it is and they burn it with Google. Google is also another, like we discussed that last time, for the oral thing, but for burning and purifying the air.
So,
Google and
yeah.
Jatamansi.
You have a sample of the Dhupan there? No, not there, available?
Not
No.
here.
Okay.
I can share. I'll share it with you. I may
Sí.
have it. Yeah, I may have it in my photographic. Yeah, I'll show. Just give me a moment.
Lo que ella está explicando que la Jatamansi, so Dr. Jatamansi has a particular odor, no? Smelling, no?
Yes,
Jatamansi.
yes, very peculiar smell. Very peculiar smell. That is the reason why it has that air purifying action, because of that smell,
Yeah.
the microbes, they, insects and
away.
microbes go
Yeah.
away. Exactly.
So, ella está explicando la Jatamansi también se destaca en que tiene un olor particular. Sí, es buena para cándida, sí, sí. La Jatamansi tiene un olor particular y ella está explicando que es antimicrobial, antifungicida, antihongo. Entonces se quema, la raíz de Jatamansi se quema junto con el Google. que el Google es una resina como el frankincense, ¿no? El frankincense. Ustedes han visto
Yes.
los curas que queman el incienso. Pues nosotros le añadimos al incienso, a frankincense, le añadimos raíz de yatamansi y hay un producto que ella prepara que nos lo va a enviar que es para purificar el aire.
El franco-incienso.
Sorry, dime.
El franco-incienso
Sí, el frankincenso también funciona. Doctor, you have the sample for the Dupam?
I have just a photograph.
Yeah, show it.
Yeah, can you, is it visible? No.
Not much, but it's fine. It's fine. I just explained them. The Dupam is a type of air purification, no? You can explain it?
Yes. Yes. It is actually the combination of herbs. We generally in India, you people may have heard of incense sticks.
Incense. Ustedes habrán escuchado sobre los inciensos. It's common, yeah, it's common.
Yes. No. Similarly, like it is mainly for fragrance, but when we combine some antibacterial and antimicrobial plants and we make a combination and then we burn it, it is very, very good for air purification.
Yeah.
And which is commonly used in India.
And una de las formas de nosotros aprovechar el poder de las plantas, como hemos visto, no es nada más en la medicina ni en el alimento. Estamos hablando aquí de que usted puede aprovechar el poder de una planta como fungicida, como antimicrobial. En este caso, haciendo un preparado de una combinación de hierbas que se van a quemar como un incienso. Y a eso va a ir a despejar el ambiente, ¿no? It's good for the cleaning the air purification, ¿no?
Air purification and for mosquitoes, for insects in particular.
I need that for the farm. You see, the farm, many mosquitoes here. So
Yes,
I need that.
I can show you.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
visible? No.
Little bit.
Is it visible? We are trying to
now
burn
it's
it.
visible. Now it's visible. Yeah, now it's visible. Yeah.
This is the way it is generally used.
Miren el video que ella tiene ahí, cómo se quema. Se ponen una. Is it a clay pot? No, clay pot.
It's a clay pot, exactly, mud pot.
Se ponen una jarra de arcilla y se prende ahí las hierbas. Se prenden en fuego. Eso va a despejar toda la atmósfera. It can help for the mind also, no? Because it cleanses the astral
Yeah.
energy.
Exactly. You know, in my clinic, because
Yeah.
it was the rainy season last month, in my clinic, I was using it as a mosquito repellent in a
Good.
natural way. I was not using any other.
Es un mosquito, un repelente natural para los insectos, mosquitos. We will have it here available throughout you. So
Yes.
thanks for that.
Yeah, it has neem, it has this curcuma, it has gugul, it has camphor also.
Tiene alcanfor, tiene neem, tiene cúrcuma. So it's very powerful, no? It's the power of plants.
Power of plants, yes, just even for the purification of the air around us. We talk about air purifiers. We talk
Okay.
about many such, mosquito repellents, this and that chemical based things, but these are very, very simple things.
Fine.
Camphor
¿Alguien?
is something.
Tengo una duda,
Sí,
Pablo.
sí.
Ella había comentado como que la combinación de Google con Yetamansi era lo que iba a purificar el aire, pero ahora está indicando que ahí en esa quema que tiene,
Sí.
no tiene eso solamente, tiene neem, alcanfor, cúrcuma, Google.
Exacto.
Y adicional a eso tiene
sí.
el Yetamansi, porque no escucho si
Sí,
mencionó el Yetamansi.
tiene el Yatamansi. O sea, ella estaba explicando, general puede hacer la fórmula de Google con Yatamansi, pero se puede enriquecer esa fórmula con
Enriquece.
neem, con alcanfor, con cúrcuma. They are asking if now the formula is more complex. I told yes, no, it has more herbs.
Yes, it has more herbs. I was just explaining the prabhav, so I took very simple examples so I can explain about that prabhav, and I can show a very different plant to them. But there are many combination of plants being
Okay,
used in a.
okay.
And very interesting is for having a good natural fragrance also in your surroundings. No?
Es muy
Feeling
bueno
more like.
para mantener tener una fragancia natural en su casa, en su lugar de trabajo. It's good for the mind also, no? For the mind, emotional balance.
Exactly.
Okay.
And when we were talking about this being antimicrobial,
Yeah.
it was actually very much it came into excessive use here in India during the COVID time, because people want to keep their surroundings,
So-
using natural antibacterial, antiviral things.
So
it was very much.
en el tiempo de la pandemia, esa preparación que ella dice que vamos a quemarla en ese tarrito de barro con el neem, va a tener turmeric, va a tener el Google, va a tener el frankincense, el Jatamansi. Se utilizó mucho en India para el tiempo del COVID, de la pandemia, porque al ser antimicrobial, cuando uno quemaba todas esas hierbas, al ser antimicrobial, eso eliminaba microbios que estaban en el ambiente, ¿no? It was better than the putting your mask, no? It was better than putting your mask.
Yes, exactly. You can say a natural air purifier. So any airborne diseases we can prevent if the air around us is clean. So that is the purpose of this Dhupan. Airborne diseases.
Cualquier enfermedad que se transmita a través del aire se puede prevenir con el poder de esta preparación, por ejemplo. Utilizando este tipo de preparación, no es nada más utilizar la mascarilla. Esto ya de por sí va a despejar todo ese ambiente en el aire. Es air purifier, ¿no? Air purifier.
Air purifier. Even you see, we talk about taking steam with some herbs. If we are inhaling any smoke which is herb based, it also increases our immunity naturally, because we are inhaling those properties of herbs.
See, you are explaining that even by inhaling the herbs, it will help, no?
Yes, because in Ayurveda, you see that Dhupan is one of the Dinacharya. It is explained in Dinacharya as one of the things. Dhupan, taking medicated smoke.
Yeah,
so
I
why
tried
I explain?
That. Yeah, I tried that in India with you many years back.
Yes, during Nasya thing.
Yeah. So ella lo que dice, ella está explicando que dentro del estilo de vida Ayurveda, la rutina que se llama Dinacharya, también se incluye el inhalar el humo de algunas plantas. A través de la inhalación del humo de algunas plantas, también vamos a tener buena salud, no solo ingiriéndola. It's not only ingesting the herbs. We can inhale the herb like power herbs, no? The power of the herb by Dhupan.
Yes,
no?
by Dhupan, exactly. That is what we say, the essential oils, or in these, even we have added some oil also in that, to make it more potent.
So, yes, so you please go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And now I'll be just give me a moment. I'll change the slide.
Yes. En lo que ella va haciendo allí, ¿alguien tiene alguna duda? Compártala ahora.
Javier, en la 25, en la página 25 creo que hay la última palabra, la última view que tiene.
Sí.
Quiero aclarar algo ahí, como que no estoy claro qué significa.
En el slide 25.
Sí.
So doctor, they have a question in slide 25. Slide 25.
Yeah. Just give me a moment. I'll just take that out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we'll be before that one. Let's try to the 24th, please.
24. Okay.
That one, yeah. The Rasa Guna Vera Vipaka of the Caldera is used to exclude body types. What means with that? It applies to all the kappa, theta kappa, and
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly. Now,
Okay.
when we talk
That's
about
right.
the action, when we talk about the power, it means irrespective of doshas. It is good for all types of skin conditions. Like,
Okay.
most of the times we as a common man, we don't know whether it's a vata condition or a pitta condition or a kapha condition. But
Okay.
we know a plant that is Khadira or Acacia catechu, which has a power of treating the skin diseases. So any type of dosha, because it is good for all the three doshas as far as skin is concerned. That's its
Okay.
power. So we can use
Yeah,
in
yeah.
any of that condition, externally or internally. Particularly internally, we use a lot for skin purification for any of skin conditions.
Okay. In the old doshas. Okay, thank you very much. I understand now.
Okay.
Okay. ¿Alguien más? ¿Alguien más? You can change, doctor. You were trying to go to another, no?
What is the Kadira in a specific? What type of plant? Is that a type of plant?
It's a
It's a
common
type
name,
of
no?
plant.
Common name for the plant, no?
Khadir is a
Khadira.
common name. Acacia catechu is the botanical name.
Okay, acacia. Okay.
Acacia. You can see that in the slide. It's given in the bracketed. Again, should I show it? Wait.
You have a picture of the plant, you say?
No. I just showed. I can show the picture. It is this Acacia catechu. This is actually available in summers. Very, very good plant it is. I'll show.
Paolo,
Dime, Ana, sí, dime.
pregúntale si Yatamansi tiene algún side effect.
Doctor, they have a question if Jatamansi has a side effect.
See, any plant, if taken in excessive dose or is not
Yes.
taken according to the dose, will have a side effect.
That's a good answer. Sí, ella,
So,
¿Tiene?
que cualquier planta que usted
Tienes
utilice, si la usa en un exceso o en una dosis inadecuada, va a tener un efecto secundario.
Claro. Ok.
Yeah. Anything to add to that, doctor? Anything?
yes, I was saying any plant, if it is not taken in a proper dose, or if it is not taken according to your body type, or according to the health conditions, or according to the climatic conditions, it will have a side effect.
Sí.
Even as we discussed last time that ginger will have a side effect if taken in excess for a pitta person.
Yeah. True. So ella dice que cualquier planta, si usted no la toma en la dosis adecuada, dependiendo de la zona donde usted viva, dependiendo del tipo biocorporal que predomina en ti, va a tener un efecto. Porque, por ejemplo, el jengibre, si lo consumimos mucho en verano, donde predomina el pita, pues, o si lo consume demasiado una persona pita y no lo sabe balancear, pues va a tener side effect, ¿entiende? Va a depender si usted lo está utilizando en la dosis y en la forma adecuada. Y en la temporada también adecuada. Hay plantas que se recomiendan en unas temporadas y otras no. So, doctor, yes, we are ready to learn more.
Yes, I was into some case studies.
So I'm just giving a sample in the Facebook Live to the general public too, so they can see a sample about our trainings. So that you know, we are in Facebook Live just for some minutes because we want to increase the number of students. We are already having a new webpage. It's called ShalomAyurvedaschool.com. So there we are going to upload all the offerings we will provide to people, ¿no? So, le estoy en Facebook Live, unos minutos estamos en Facebook Live haciendo un sample de lo que son los trainings. Ya la página de la escuela está registrada, usted puede ir a shalomayurvedaschool.com y ahí usted dentro de unas semanas va a tener la oportunidad de ver todos los ofrecimientos de curso, ¿no? Doctor, we will have for mental health, antenatal care, many type of courses available, no?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We'll have for the diet. We will
Just want to share with you because some people on the Facebook Live are saying, I have put my logo there.
Okay.
And they are saying the logo doesn't let me see the PowerPoint. So I say, it's just a sample. You have to register, you have to enroll. You know, we are just giving a sample.
Yes, yes.
So, los que están en el Facebook Live, estamos dándole un preámbulo de lo que son los entrenamientos. Si el logo no permite que lea, pues entienda, hay gente que pagó por este entrenamiento. Vamos a apoyar la escuela. Esa es la idea. El entrenamiento es completo. Esperamos luego que los estudiantes compartan su retroalimentación. Pero no se quejen porque el logo esté impidiendo que se vea el PowerPoint, por favor, porque ayer yo di una clase gratis de casi 3 horas, que era la del cáncer. Así que vamos a ayudarnos. Necesitamos gente que auspicie a la escuela también, así como se auspicia a Ana Gemendi y a todas las otras universidades. Nosotros estamos haciendo un trabajo serio. So, doctor, yeah, you can keep on going.
Yes. Now I'm just going to share some of the basic part we have covered. I think most of them now understand the Rasa, Guna, Virya, Vipak and Prabhava. So now let us discuss about some of the interesting cases about staying natural in our skincare first. I'm sharing some.
Yeah. Ella ahora, después de haber visto esta parte, que ustedes ya tienen el PowerPoint, pueden seguir haciendo preguntas en el grupo.
Debe de hacer como la de
Sí.
la que tú sigues de decoración, que son 5 mensuales, ¿verdad?
Ah,
O 6
sí,
mensuales.
4.
4 mensuales, algo así.
Miss
Por
Noeli.
favor, traten de quitar el audio, que está interrumpiendo.
Y por lo menos yo considero que 5
Como que
mensuales.
ven en eso de organización, como que.
So, ok, ella va ahora a hablar que quiere compartir con ustedes. You are going to share with us the power of plants in skincare, ¿no? In
In
skincare.
skincare, exactly.
Ella
And
va a
with some-
darle a ustedes ahora el poder de las plantas en lo que es, Ana, el cuidado de la piel.
Sí.
Que no dé tanta información porque
Exacto.
So somebody is having some issue there. I don't know what's happening. Que
can
si
ask
no-
everybody to keep their systems on mute mode.
ya, traten de poner el audio en pausa.
Type
Okay.
it in the chat box also.
Sorry?
Type it in the chat box also if somebody is not able,
Okay.
because they will not understand English.
Yeah.
I think they have not realized this them, so.
Yes.
So doctor, yeah, just please go. So we have all the time. It's now you are going to talk us about the power of plants in skincare with clinical evidence, no? Clinical evidence.
With clinical evidence, exactly. Some of
Good.
the case studies from my clinic,
Yeah.
which I have been treating with some natural herbs, obviously oral herbs also, based on the reason behind the cause of skin issues,
Yeah.
but also with the external application. So it is both the things. I'm showing, yeah, you can first explain.
Ella está diciendo que les vamos a dar ahora unos ejemplos del poder de las plantas para el cuidado de la piel, para la salud de la piel, pero con una evidencia clínica. de pacientes que ella atiende ya en su clínica en la India. Y so it's a clinical evidence, no? Clinical evidence.
Yes, clinical evidence. I have the case sheet also with me.
Good, good. So just go ahead, yeah, please.
I'm showing a picture. This is a case of acne, which came as an acne to me. No? After she is a girl of 32 years. Yeah, a lady of 32 years.
Are you going to share something in the screen or no?
No, I'm just going to share the
Oh.
pictures.
Okay, so in the PowerPoint, no more PowerPoint.
No more PowerPoint, but the pictures I'm going to share, and I'm going to share about the herbs.
Yeah, sure. So ella va ahora a empezar un caso de acné, a darle el ejemplo de un caso de acné. So in the screen, we have only the Prabhava dosha there. You are going to change that?
What you have?
The dosha Prabhava PowerPoint. We don't have any images there.
Okay, wait.
Yes.
Is that face care studies is not visible?
No, it's not visible yet.
Wait. Okay, I was showing that only, and I was
Okay.
thinking about that only. Just give me a moment.
Sure. So I did say face care. So face care, yeah.
Yeah, now is it visible?
Yeah, it's good now. Yeah.
So we are going to discuss some of the cases. Now, a case with acne, 32 years lady came with a complaint of acne, but from 1 year she was taking modern medicine for this, but was not able to get any relief.
Ella está hablando un caso de una. Can you mention the age? What age was the
30
person?
32 years.
Una persona, una muchacha de 32 años que fue a la clínica en busca de una solución para el acné. Ya había tratado muchas cosas y no resolvía. So she couldn't find any solutions before going to it, no?
No, because she was being treated for acne, as a case of acne, because there was no any other health issues.
Okay.
But because acne happens because of digestive issues, because of your sleep or your irregular diet, and the very common thing is because of the irregular cycles.
Let me explain that in Spanish, ¿no? A los estudiantes, ella dice que el acné se puede deber a muchas cosas. Puede ser forma de alimentación, el estrés, falta de dormir bien, and the cycles, ¿no? Women's cycle.
Women's cycle, menstrual cycles, yes.
La menstruación y los ciclos del periodo también afectan para que se cree el acné.
And she was already a diagnosed case of hypothyroidism. She was over thyroxine for it.
Estaba diagnosticada con hipotiroidismo y estaba tomando, she was taking a pharmacological, ¿no?
Thyroxine, yes, pharmacology.
Thyroxine, okay.
Something which is given for thyroid dysfunction.
Okay.
Pharmacological, modern medicine.
Yes, modern medicine.
Modern medicine. So because her menstrual cycle was normal, I gave her, but because when she explained me about the history that from a year she's taking all these things, she was not very convinced to go for ultrasound to check for polycystic ovarian disease, that is PCOD.
Yeah, okay. So ella tenía, la muchacha tenía quiste, el PCOD, que es el ovario poliquístico. Yes.
And a working lady having 4 years old son, stress levels are really high.
Ella tiene un niño de 4 años, 4 years old. 4 years old.
4 years old boy.
De 4 años, entonces también la muchacha tenía demasiado estrés.
So I suggested her to go for an ultrasound to check for the polycystic ovarian disease, because from a year, if she is into acne treatments and it is not helping, there must be some hormonal imbalance.
Ok, sí, ella dice que le sugirió que se hiciera un estudio para ver si había alguna situación del ovario poliquístico, porque si de tantos años no resolvía ya el acné, es que tenía que haber presente ahí un desbalance hormonal.
So I started with some of the oral medications for stress. It was a combination of ashwagandha, jatamansi, brahmi, and also manjista orally, the tablets of manjista.
So let me translate. Ok, ella dice que entonces el protocolo que ella entonces fue integrando con esta paciente fue, primero que nada, vamos a trabajar el estrés utilizando hierba poderosa para eso como Yatamansi, ashwagandha y brahmi, ¿no? Bacopa, ¿no? Bacopa.
Bacopa.
Entonces también se le suministró aparte Mangista, Rubia cordifolia, porque es una grande purificadora de la sangre. So Mangista is very good for the blood cleansing, no?
Manjista, yes, I'm going to show them but the
Sure.
powder. I have only the powder. I couldn't get the root
Sure, sure.
because it's again a very typical plant, a red colored plant, which is actually being used as natural coloring agent in Ayurveda.
Sí, la mangista tiene un color rojo. It's like the blood, no? Blood color, no? Blood color.
Yes, I have that.
Ah. Doctor, the mangista is red, no? Like blood, no?
Is red. Exactly. I'm showing the powder. Can you people see that?
A ella le está enseñando el polvo de mangista. ¿Lo pueden ver? Es rojito.
Can you see that red color?
I can see, I don't know, they don't speak too much.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Ven que
Yeah.
es rojo.
Yeah,
So
it can be seen.
It should be associated with the blood, no? It should be associated with the blood, no?
Exactly. And it is a very good blood purifier.
Good. Es uno de los tremendos, poderosos purificadores de la sangre. Como dijimos ahorita, muchas plantas van a estar relacionadas con su aspecto físico. En el caso de la mangista es roja. Podemos ya relacionar que va a ayudarnos. It's like beetroot. It would also help to the blood, no?
Yes, exactly.
We can relationate beetroot, mangista with blood, something like that, no?
Because of the color, as I was saying, because of the name or the taste, we can correlate. Because of that color, we can correlate that it must be something good for red thing in our body, that is the blood. So blood purifier.
Okay.
And externally also it is very, very good. Its properties are for improving the complexion actually. This is what the text says, but practically when we see, it is good for pigmentation and acne.
So, aplicación externa de la mangista va a ayudar también a la skin complexion. Skin complexion, exactly.
Para la,
para la piel, para reafirmar la piel también. Okay, please,
In the picture, you can see, obviously, there were oral medications going on for correcting the root cause, which was hormonal imbalance. But along with that, because she had a lot of acne, like you can see the marks and the previous marks of the acne, we started with external application of aloe vera gel, which has mangista and rose as one of the base ingredients.
So I will translate for them because ella está diciendo que you made a preparation with mangista, aloe, and rose.
And rose oil, yes.
O sea, se combinó una preparado con aloe pulp, ¿no? Pulp.
Aloe vera pulp, exactly.
La
fresh pulp.
Pulpa de sábila, decoction of mangista, ¿no? It's a decoction, ¿no?
Decoction, yes. In that pulp, if we have to mix, we can mix it in a liquid form only. Powder
Oh,
doesn't go well properly
yeah.
in that.
En la fórmula que ella hizo es con la pulpa de sábila y la decocción del manjista. No le vamos a echar polvo de manjista, es la decocción. And then the rose petal water, ¿no? Rose petal water.
Rose water petal, exactly. Because
Y-
rose cannot be used in decoction form, so it
Yeah.
was in the cold infusion form. water form.
La rosa se utilizó en forma de agua porque no se va a hacer la decocción, pierde las propiedades. Se utiliza el agua, los pétalos en forma de agua. Yes.
Which helped to reduce the marks, reduce the acne. Along with that, I also gave her some face pack for the acne condition, particularly the acne face pack, which I think you may have.
Yeah, I have it here. Yeah, it's here. Yeah. I
So
have
that
it.
was being used. That was used for her with rose water.
So-
Here it is. Acne face pack.
Now, the treatment included the face pack, no? Also, no?
The face pack also, yes. Face packs are generally used once or twice a week based on the chronicity of the skin. They are not used daily.
En este caso, en el protocolo se añadió una mascarilla. Lo que es face pack es mascarilla. Una mascarilla es an herbal powder, ¿no? It's in herbal form, ¿no?
Herbal powder. Herbal form.
Yeah.
It's totally in a plant in a powder form, because if we have to make it in paste form, we need preservatives, but we
Yeah.
don't want it.
Sí, ella está explicando que la forma en que ella prepara su mascarilla es a base de polvos de hierbas, no como una crema, porque si se hace como crema hay que ponerle preservativo. Entonces, that powder, we mix it with some water, ¿no?
With rose water again. In
Se
that
mezcla-
case, it was
okay.
rose water.
Ya, ok.
So,
Se prepara la mascarilla mezclando el polvo de las hierbas con un poquito de agua de rosa.
because acne skin means oily skin, and rose water reduces the oil from the skin. It has that action. no? So it is good
Astringent.
for oil astringent. It is good for oily skins. So for
Sí.
acne skin, rose water is actually very, very good.
Ana, ¿tienes duda, Ana? Que te
No, yo
escuché.
estoy bien.
Yo
Dice,
sí.
ok, ella dice que mayormente está relacionado el acné con grasa en la piel, exceso de grasa. Entonces, para eliminar ese exceso de grasa, la rosa va a ayudar porque it predominates the astringent in the rose, ¿no?
Astringent, yes, astringent
En la
action on the skin.
rosa predomina lo astringente y la astringente va a atrapar el exceso de grasa que habrá en la piel.
And also, if we come to pitta type of skin, which is oily, which is prone to have acne, and rose is pitta pacifying, cooling. So externally
Yeah.
also it helps for pitta pacification.
Sí, la
So
rosa,
pitta
por
skins.
ejemplo, la rosa, el agua de rosa es cooling, o sea, es enfriadora. Va a ayudar a calmar, a pacificar la piel afectada por pita. La piel afectada por pita tiende a ponerse roja. Entonces, el agua de rosa también va a ayudar a enfriar. It's like when we use the cucumber, no? Cucumber.
Yes,
Same, no, it's cooling, no? Cooling.
it's cooling. Exactly. We use cucumber also when we talk about doing applying something over the face in a natural way.
Yeah.
It could be rose thing. It could be any fruit pulps, actually astringent, or what we say citrus fruits, which are astringent.
El cucumber es el pepinillo, también se usa mucho cuando hay problemas de pita. Like coconut oil also will help pita, no? Coconut oil.
Coconut oil will help pitta, but if it's an oily skin, then it won't. Then aloe vera will help,
Okay.
or rose water will help.
Good. Ella dice, por ejemplo, el aceite de coco puede ayudar a la pita, pero si la persona, además de ser pita, tiene una piel grasosa, el aceite de coco no es la opción ideal. Es mejor ir por la sábila. So it's better to go with aloe or the rose water.
Yes, for the acne conditions.
Okay.
If we have a pitta skin, which is oily, no, but in no acne is there, but wrinkling or aging skin, then a combination of rose water and aloe vera gel is very, very good for as an anti-aging action or anti-wrinkle action for the skin.
Okay.
That's for which specific type?
For pitta, but
Pita?
aging skin.
P-I-T-T-A?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
PITA.
Is there anything for Vata?
For
Vata
Vata,
skin?
yes. I'm talking to that only. Coming to that only, when we have more aging, in that aloe vera and coconut oil combination, that helps. Because Vata skin is not oily, it is drying. So any
Sí.
oil-based thing.
So
And
that's some-
in the case of that patient case, you said you used the preparation of aloe vera pulp and the rose water and the mangista decoction.
Yes.
So the mangista, I don't know if I'm saying it right, the mangista decoction is that was for what's my question? Like more towards the hormonal issues, to work more towards the hormonal issues, or no?
No. Mangista was given orally in tablet or powder form for the blood purification, but not for the hormonal issues. Externally was given for these marks and acne condition.
Okay.
With aloe vera, we are talking about giving for application, external application.
So she had hormonal issues.
For hormonal, yes. For hormonal issues, other
So-
herbs were given like Kanchanar and Gugul, Chandraprabha, and all those combinations were generally used. As I told, it was high stress. So Ashwagandha, Brahmi, Jatamansi, those were also. We always see that what is the reason for hormonal imbalance. In her case was high stress.
Okay.
Otherwise, food-wise, she was very good. Activity-wise, she was very good. So no family history.
So then the hormonal imbalance can be caused by stress, no?
Yes, exactly. That is the main thing. Nowadays, we see a lot of cases of ovarian cyst or fibroids or irregular menstrual cycles. That's the stress.
Sí, es importante que entiendan esto, ¿sabes? La causa que va a traer una enfermedad o que va a traer unos síntomas, la causa no siempre va a ser la cuestión de la comida.
Ujú.
Ella dice, en el caso de este paciente que ella tuvo, comía muy bien y todo, pero lo que la llevó a desarrollar el ovario poliquístico no fue la alimentación, fue el estilo de vida con estrés que estaba llevando. So it's due to stress and diet. Okay.
Yes, now
Disculpa,
because we
Paola.
discussed about stress,
Sí.
I thought to first discuss that.
Sí,
Acne due to stress and diet.
Let's
This
have a
is the reason.
question here. Dime, Carmen, sí.
Yes.
Disculpa, cuando ella habló con Delgado, ella dio alguna recomendación para Vata y dijo que no eran pieles grasosas y eso. ¿Podía repetir esa?
Yeah, doctor, give us the tips for the Vata skin, body type, Vata skin.
Vata skin body type, yes, sure. Very interesting question. I'll be happy to answer that.
Yes,
Vata people have more dry skin.
dry. O sea,
Dry skin.
la persona Vata va a tener una tendencia a tener más piel seca. Seca. Yeah, please.
So because Vata is drying in property, so Vata people have more dry skin. Because of it, aging or wrinkle effect comes more earlier
Okay.
than
Yeah.
other people.
Let me translate that because it's very important for the woman. La persona Vata va a tender a tener una piel más seca y va a tender porque hay falta de grasa ahí. O sea, es muy seco el elemento. It's predominating the air element. ¿no?
The air element, yes.
So it's
The dry.
dryness. So
It's dryness.
va a traer problemas de arrugas antes de tiempo, wrinkles, premature wrinkles, ¿no?
Ujú.
Yes.
Va a traer
Premature
arrugas
wrinkles.
antes de tiempo. Yeah.
Now, when we talk about premature wrinkles, it could be one is Vata Prakriti and Vata, like Vata body type.
Yeah.
Another is excessive stress, because stress
Okay.
increases Vata in the body.
Ella está hablando, por ejemplo, ya les dijimos que el Constitución Bata va a tener una piel más seca y es más propensa a que se seque y que cree arrugas. Pero cuando hablamos de arrugas prematuras, no necesariamente van a surgir porque la persona es Bata. Puede surgir en una persona Kapha o Pita si hay un exceso de estrés, porque el estrés de por sí va a agravar el Vata. Todos tenemos Vata, Pitta y Kapha. We all have Vata, Pitta, and Kapha in different proportions.
Thank
Exactly.
you, I needed that.
Yeah. So that's it. Even if a Kapha person, if it's high stress lifestyle, then its Vata proportion will go up and these wrinkles can develop. No?
Exactly. Vata type of skin or Vata Prakriti, people are naturally prone, but unnatural ways, that is imbalanced condition, is prone to any body type.
Yes.
So
So,
the
and-
aloe vera and the coconut oil that
I'll
you
come to that.
indicated is
Aloe vera,
it's more
aloe vera
external?
gel,
Okay,
aloe vera gel for external.
okay.
If it's a Vata and Pitta skin, it could be coconut oil. But if it's just a Vata skin, there is an oil which is saffron based, that is called Kumkumadi oil.
Kumkumadi, okay.
Saffron based.
¿Puedes traducir eso,
Sí,
Pablo, por favor?
ella está hablando, doctor, if it's a Kapha, it should be Kapha.
No, if it's a Vata skin.
Vata is Kumkumadi, no? Kumkumadi.
If it's just Vata,
Yeah.
if it's Vata Pitta,
Yeah.
it should be coconut oil. If it is
Oh.
just Vata, it is Kumkumadi oil, saffron based oil.
Ella está diciendo que si la persona tiene una predominancia de Vata solamente, es mejor ir con el aceite de Kumkumadi que tiene azafrán. Si tiene Vata and Pitta, it's better than to go with coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Si
And
es
that's
Vata-
external. That's
Yeah.
external for the external.
External.
external, sí.
Just taking 2 drops of it and massaging your skin with it.
What
before
about
going to bed.
internal then? How would you treat that situation internally?
Internally, more of ghee intake.
Which?
Ghee, clarified butter, or oil. Like
Oh, okay.
internally also they have the property of having excessive dryness. So dry food should be avoided.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
So, ghee, that is clarified butter, or oil if it's just Vata. If it's Vata Pitta, again I'll say ghee is the best for that combination. Orally also internally also should be more lubricated, and externally also. Basically, regular massages, regular oil application externally helps a lot.
Ya. ¿Alguien
Great.
tiene duda? Sí.
Eso último que dijo, la mantequilla clarificada externa, ¿se puede usar
Yeah.
externa?
Doctor,
Okay.
please explain me again the ghee so I can translate it.
About the clarified butter, she meant?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was mentioning that internally how we can help. Internally, if it's a Vata Pitta body type, it should be the ghee oral intake should be more. But if
Okay.
it's just a Vata body type, then oil intake should be more.
Ok, si es de Vata Pitta, el ghee administrado internamente va a ayudar, pero si es Vata solamente, la aplicación externa va a ser de gran utilidad. Because the ghee
Gracias.
will pacify also the Pitta, no? Ghee will
Pitta,
pacify
yes.
the Pitta.
Ghee will give Vata lubricating action, but
Yeah.
give pacifying action to Pitta also.
Okay.
The oils are generally Pitta aggravating, so it's better to go for ghee.
Okay.
Okay, and going back to the case that you were mentioning, she had hypothyroidism.
Yes.
Do you understand that stress, besides affecting hormonal imbalance, I think that all that is related?
Yes, exactly.
I've
To
always
stress.
wondered if stress affects the thyroid or if the thyroid produces stress, or could it be
Stress,
either way? Or
no, stress affects the thyroid functioning. Stress
Okay.
and sedentary lifestyle.
okay,
So that it is this way. Thyroid doesn't cause stress. Yes, if it is untreated, we have a lot of health issues together. That may be a reason of stress, but stress is the reason for thyroid imbalance.
okay,
That's very important because that's a very common now in America, no? This thyroid issues is very common now.
extremely.
I think this PCOD has also been very common.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, because in last many years, whenever I have seen any patients from US or from France, particularly women patients in their young, reproductive age, most of them are on contraceptive pills because of this ovarian cysts. So this is also very, very common.
So that's case number 1.
Yes, yes. I was coming to the stress thing. A very young girl of 21 years. Now she is quite better because she has understood well after my counseling. She has changed her job. Now she is into a less stressed job. It is the stress and diet. I'll share the case sheet here.
Yeah.
21 years old girl. She was working in a hospital and she came to me. I just asked her about her job, about her working hours, which were very erratic. Like if they are in the operation theater, it goes 8 hours without food. If they are busy with some cases, it goes like that. And because she was staying in a hostel away from her family, so diet was also not good.
Ya, entendieron eso. Las traducciones están ahí, pero ella está ahora hablando un caso de una muchacha de 21 años que trabajaba en un hospital y que se hospedaba en un hostel. Entonces estaba alejada de su familia. So this automatically these conditions both will cause stress, no? Many issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because of that, she is a Vata Pitta Prakriti.
Ok. También era una persona que predomina el Vata y el Pitta.
So she was having more digestive issues.
Tenía problemas digestivos.
Like constipation was a major issue.
El problema mayor que tenía era el estreñimiento ahí, el estreñimiento.
It's very common if a Vata person is not eating properly.
Yeah.
Constipation because of excessive dryness in the body is very, very common. And because of that, skin issues are common.
Esto es bien importante que lo puedan relacionar. Ella dice que en las personas donde predomina el Vata, la constitución Vata, en las personas que predomina la constitución Vata, si no se alimentan bien, o sea, bien en el sentido de que dejan de comer por muchas horas, si dejan de comer por muchas horas, el cuerpo se seca, el cuerpo no tiene la lubricación necesaria, entonces se seca el cuerpo y entonces se crea el estreñimiento. I just explained them, if the Vata person doesn't provide good food during the needed hours, it will dry and it will cause constipation.
Yes, and particularly in her case, irregular diet was either she was eating in a, outside,
Okay. Yeah,
more
no-
of these breads
not-
or instant foods,
Fast food, yeah.
fast food and spicy food.
Spicy. En el caso de esta muchacha que ustedes ven en la foto, ella también estaba, por el estilo de vida que vivía, muy ajetreado, estaba comiendo comidas de la calle, comida fast food y también muy picantes, cosa que es común en India. Ya.
Now this is the picture of April. Yeah. Now this is the picture of August. It took me
Okay.
4 months, 5 months, because she changed her job, she changed her eating habit. Now she's cooking by herself because she has less stress in her job. She has much time. So still the medicines are still continuing because it's not completely gone, but the further acne has reduced. Yeah.
Ha
Stress is reduced
reducido. That's 4 months after, ¿no? 4 months after.
4 months after. Yes.
4 meses después, ahí ven cómo va el resultado. Ahí hay que hacer todavía mejoría, pero ha ido reduciendo. So still some improvement, but the treatment is working, no? It's working.
Is working. Is
Yeah.
working. Because she has recently a month, I think 1 or 1.5 months back, she has changed her hostel. She was
Okay.
staying in a paying guest there. They were making more spicy food again. So she was not able to help in that. But now she has changed. So still under treatment because the reason here is diet,
Okay.
spicy food.
Spicy food.
So
So, spicy food. Ella dice que una de las causas también de este problema aquí es el exceso de comida picante. Que eso también, it will aggravate the pitta, ¿no?
Vata and Pitta both.
Va a agravar el pitta y el vata también.
Now stress is much controlled. She was just given oral medications, particularly for skin. I have given her amla based medicine. I have given her Manjishta medicine. And obviously again in her case also that acne face pack and aloe vera gel was given. Still continuing.
¿Alguien tiene pregunta de todo esto hasta ahora?
Puedes traducir lo último que dijo, lo del AMLO.
Doctor, they want me to translate the last thing you told. Can you briefly tell me?
Yes, I said orally
Yeah.
some amla combination was given.
Amla,
Manjishta was
amla,
given.
amla.
Amla.
Okay. Sí. Internamente le dieron amla, le dieron también manjista, la hierba de manjista. Yes.
Initially, ashwagandha and Brahmi combination was also given for stress management. Now
Sí.
it has been stopped.
Ya, primero, como les dije al principio, primero se le trató también, como en el otro caso anterior, el estrés con ashwagandha y con bacopa, Brahmi, para ir trabajando esa ansiedad. Ya no le están dando bacopa ni ashwagandha, solamente el tratamiento de el manjista y amla, ¿no? Neem also there or no?
Neem, internally, no.
No, okay.
No.
Okay.
Neem is drying. So
Okay,
for a
so-
Vata Prakriti, I try to avoid it.
Yeah, good.
But externally, yes, I gave her Neem for the external application
Okay.
in the face pack form. And she is using a Neem based scrub also. Like in place
Okay.
of using a face wash, I gave her a scrub. I prepared it here and she is using that powder based scrub.
Okay.
So orally was Amla and Magista orally?
Yes, orally. Amla, Manjishta. For stress, it was Brahmi and Ashwagandha also.
Okay.
Now just now she is taking, now she is into Manjishta and Guduchi. Guduchi I have just added as a Vata Pitta, like good for all the 3 doshas, and as a Rasayana herb also for Guduchi and Shatavari combination. Now it has been added.
¿Eso lo hizo para qué, Paolo?
This
Good.
one you use it for?
For rejuvenation.
para
Shatavari
Shatavari and
and
the
Guruchi.
Guruchi para rejuvenecer, para revitalizar.
See, she is a 21 years old girl. She doesn't need lot of herbs because her skin, her body will just work good in a rasayana condition because of temporary, not temporary bad diet or bad in food habits.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions further? Then I'll come to another case
Yep.
thing. It's also interesting.
Si tienen alguna pregunta para que ella pueda proceder.
Well, I have a general question for you is, what's your specialty? It's Ayurveda in general, or like, what's your specialty?
My specialty is Panchkarma, that is detoxification therapies of Ayurveda.
Okay.
Panchakarma, que
Thank
es
you.
la terapia de Ayurveda. Panchakarma.
Mhm. Okay.
Ya.
Great.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. Now I'm coming to the third case, that is for blemishes and hyperpigmentation.
La hiperpigmentación. That's we have a common thing happening here is vitiligo. You know vitiligo?
No, vitiligo is different.
Yeah, yeah.
Vitiligo is different. Vitiligo comes under skin conditions,
Yes.
like
yes.
skin diseases.
Yeah.
These are the things which are not actually considered under diseases, but as a lifestyle things which affect the skin.
Yeah, yeah.
She's a lady of 47 years, a school teacher.
$47 years, 47 años.
A school teacher and under menopause condition, like perimenopause, we call it perimenopause.
La menopausia it's after or before it's
before
antes de la,
menopause.
yeah.
Perimenopause is before menopause, when the symptoms of menopause starts few months or few years before. A school teacher, obviously again stress levels are high.
Sí,
There the protein,
en los maestros el estrés usualmente es mucho en la escuela.
here the protein intake or protein deficiency was one of the reasons which was diagnosed by me.
Protein, you mean?
Protein intake, yes.
It's high.
It was less.
Less, okay. Estaba consumiendo deficiencia. It was deficient, no? Deficient of protein.
Deficient of protein and also less water intake.
On what?
Less of
Agua.
water intake.
Oh,
Poca agua.
gracias.
So it's very important. When we have less water intake or less protein intake, the first thing we see is the skin, then the hair.
Ya. Que tienen que mirar el pelo y la piel, ¿no? Se fijan, there's like a spot, no, dark spot in the skin
Yes.
there
Yes,
before, no?
yes, we have another.
Yeah. Okay.
This was on the forehead. You can see this, and it is now clear.
Yeah.
This was almost after. Just give me a moment.
So,
We started in February.
so
Yeah, after 2.5 months of treatments.
this was treatment consisted on which plant?
This treatment, yeah, obviously I was treating first the causes. First, I told her to increase the dal intake,
Which
the intake of lentils.
tenía
Because it
que,
was pretty-
ok, se le indicó que tenía que aumentar la ingesta de lentejas.
Then Shatavari was added because of perimenopausal thing and because it acts as a good rejuvenation for the whole body.
Entonces
She's
se
fine.
agregó en el plan de protocolo Shatavari, ya que ayuda a rejuvenecer, y para la situación de la perimenopausia es una planta que es poderosa para todo lo relacionado a lo hormonal en la mujer.
Lodra was also added
Lodra, ok.
internally.
También se añadió Lodra, that's Symplococcus, ¿no? Symplococcus.
Symplochus racemosus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Se añadió, es otra planta para las mujeres importante, ¿no? It's a very important plant for the woman healthcare, ¿no? Lodra.
Yes. Very, very. Because
Ah.
considering her age,
Yeah.
I added these rejuvenating plants for the skin and for the hormonal issues.
Considerando la edad de la persona, ella le añadió unas hierbas para rejuvenecer piel, pero también para rejuvenecer y tonificar cuestiones de la mujer. La lodra, la pueden buscar, Lodhra, lodra.
Lodra has a very good action externally also. I gave her a
Ya,
face
ya.
pack, which
Okay.
was mainly made for depigmentation.
Ok. La lodra también se utiliza para facial externo, con muy buena efectividad también.
And also, if you have heard of that clay, that is
Clay.
China.
Clay,
China
clay.
clay.
Ah,
China clay.
it's
That is
a
clay.
earth, no? From the earth, no?
Yes,
Clay.
it's from the earth. It's like a soil, type of
Ya,
soil which is
ella
very
está
good for
hablando
skin.
aquí del barro, el barro, la arcilla.
Now here in the external application, rose powder was added.
In the hair.
For external application,
Yeah.
in the face pack,
Face,
rose
powder.
powder.
En el tratamiento externo se le aplicó polvo de pétalos de rosa, el polvo en este caso. Yes.
So basically treating her stress, her hormonal imbalance, and correcting the lifestyle, the diet actually.
Se trabajó con el estrés, el desbalance hormonal y el estilo de vida.
And there is an interesting thing here. I was just treating these things, but she was sometimes in seasonal changes, she was prone to have allergies, seasonal allergies.
Sí. Esta persona también, algo interesante es que estaba propensa siempre a tener alergias de acuerdo a las temporadas, ¿no? It was time allergies, ¿no? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why I discussed here is we were just treating for this, but her allergies also got better.
Yeah, okay.
Perhaps we tried to rejuvenate the body and we tried to have a good immunity through protein intake.
Mientras se hizo el tratamiento, fue mejorando la inmunidad y la respuesta del cuerpo y las alergias también se pudieron estabilizar.
And aloe vera gel, yes, is something she is still using.
Y la aloe vera gel en la pulpa es algo que todavía está utilizando. How many months is the before and after here? How many months?
This is after almost 2.5 to 3 months. Yeah, we
Two-
started in
2.5
And-
months.
2.5 months. We
Dos
started in
meses,
end of
sí.
February.
Más o menos de 2 meses y medio a 3 meses es el cambio que ha habido aquí en la foto. So, yeah.
Sometimes it takes 3 to 6 months also to correct such cases
Yeah,
if-
yeah.
if the diet is not corrected well.
Sí, en algunos casos va a tomar de 3 a 6 meses para ver unos resultados favorables si también se lleva a cabo con unos cambios en la alimentación y estilo de vida.
So that is also one of the reasons that diet plays a very major role here.
Sí, esa es una de las razones por qué la dieta es crucial en todo tratamiento también. So for the hair, you make something to help the hair. For the hair.
Hair, yes.
Yeah.
I am coming to next. I didn't have the picture because that lady didn't came recently, so I was not able to take the after
Okay.
picture of that. So I
Okay.
don't have the picture, but I have another case,
Yes.
which is 35-year-old lady. She was diagnosed with COVID twice.
COVID. Okay.
COVID.
So ella
Twice.
va a explicar un caso ahora de una mujer de 35 años que 2 veces salió con diagnóstico de COVID.
Now, this is a very typical example of power, plant power in this
Okay.
case.
Es un ejemplo típico del poder de las plantas en este caso aquí que van a ver.
She belongs to a family where her husband is working in an allopathic hospital.
Ella pertenece a una familia que su esposo trabaja en un hospital de medicina alopática.
So they took many treatments. I had one picture of her, but not post treatment.
Pues que ella trató muchos tratamientos y no tenía resultado. Ella tiene una foto. You are going to show the picture, ¿no?
Yes, I'm going to show the picture of the initial, because I had just the initial picture.
Okay.
This is the case of excessive moles and blemishes.
Sorry, it's the case of
Moles and blemishes. Is it visible?
not much, but lo pueden ver ustedes allá.
No,
Yes. Now
Yeah,
is it visible?
now, yeah. Hold there, yeah, okay. Tiene como una marca, uno nacido. So this COVID is a side effect of COVID, this issue in the
Yes.
skin? Okay.
Yes, because she was hospitalized and there was lot of exposure of steroids.
La muchacha fue hospitalizada y en el hospital le inyectaron muchos esteroides y eso fue lo que empezó a ocasionar ese síntoma en la piel. Ya.
See, I have not seen her before, but to me, she explained that she has dullness over face. So that is what people.
Okay. Tenía también como la cara, la tenía como afectada también.
And she has taken from almost, she got the last COVID in May 21.
She took the COVID from, sorry?
Yes, in the month of May 21.
En
she
mayo
had COVID.
21 le dio COVID, en mayo 21.
And after that, she started having these issues,
Y
the skin
después
issues.
después de eso empezó a tener todo este tipo de problemas de la condición de la piel.
For 6 months, they took many medicines from, different dermatologists and allopathic people.
So, tuvo como 6 meses consumiendo infinitud de productos de dermatólogos, de fármacos y todo eso sin ninguna mejoría.
No,
Yes.
Kapha Pitta Prakriti.
Era de constitución Kapha Pitta. Prakriti es constitución. La señora era de constitución Kapha Pitta. Yes.
Now, generally, Pitta people have more tendency of having moles if they end up having any imbalances in the body.
Sí, en general las personas de constitución Pitta van a tener un temperamento fuerte si su Pitta está desequilibrado.
So we started with the treatments. My
Entonces,
aim was rejuvenation because of it was post-COVID, and
ya.
blood purification in the form of skin
Entonces,
improving herbs.
empezaron con un tratamiento y el objetivo de la doctora era rejuvenetivo porque hubo COVID y también blood cleansing, ¿no? Blood cleansing
Manjishta, the
y
main.
limpieza
the
de la
main.
sangre. Y limpieza de la sangre.
Blood purification, Manjishta, I just gave, and you won't believe the case of that girl, the
Yeah.
young girl which I discussed before,
Ya.
was referred by this patient. You see, from a family who was totally into allopathic medicines.
Sí.
They could see the power of plants after 2 months of treatments.
So que de una familia, o sea, esta muchacha que era de una familia que lo que creían era en medicina alopática, después de que empezó a ver el resultado, le refirió a otras personas a la doctora.
So basically, rejuvenation in the form of looking into her age, I added Shatavari combinations to her oral
Ya.
medications.
Se
Manjishta was there.
se le añadió el Shatavari, que es una hierba muy rejuvenetiva, en el tratamiento interno, de consumo interno.
Neem and Gaduchi were also added.
Internally.
Internally, Neem, Guduchi.
El Neem y el
gu-
Guduchi también se añadió aquí de manera interna, para uso interno. Because she's Kapha, ¿no? So we use Neem
Yes.
now.
Yes, I am going to explain you. That combination I added with Google formulation.
Ya. Ella le añadió una preparación de Neem en este caso, porque el Neem es bueno para el Kapha, para eliminar Kapha. Entonces, aquí en esta persona se le añadió el Guduchi, el Neem, en combinación con el Google, en una formulación que la doctora prepara.
And a very small quantity of Jatamansi with Ashwagandha was also added because of stress conditions.
So it was in a whole medicine that or different medicines?
What?
All these herbs you are saying, you made a
Different. Manjishta was given in a tablet form.
Yes.
Google with Neem and Guduchi was given. Then
Yeah.
Ashwagandha and Jatamansi in a separate capsule form.
Sí, ella le suministró en formas diferentes. El Manjishta en una tableta aparte, el Shatavari en otra parte y el Google, el Neem y el Guduchi aparte, en una fórmula aparte. Y entonces se le administró Jatamansi y Ashwagandha en pequeñas proporciones para ayudar también to help in distress, ¿no? In distress.
Yes, to help in the stress.
Okay.
Because at her age, having so many of face conditions and all, and exposing to a lot of medicine, she was really under stress because of the skin. At 35 years of age, if your skin goes like that after getting sick for for a week of COVID, then she was under stress of that. Nothing is
Sí.
working on her skin.
La muchacha tenía mucho estrés también porque al verse en esa situación de que tenía la piel así, no encontraban 6 meses ningún tratamiento alopático que la ayudara, pues eso la tenía también en ansiedad.
Initially, I added, and she is still under aloe vera gel for
Okay.
external application. Still, that is being used.
También se le recomendó que utilizara el aloe vera y aún todavía lo está utilizando.
And also a face pack for depigmentation of the skin, which has
Oh.
that Lodr, Manjishta, rose
Okay.
petals.
Y también I have the face pack, ¿no? This, ¿no?
Yes,
Esto tiene, this one has Lodra too, ¿no? This one has Lodra.
exactly. It has Lodra, it has Neem,
Tiene
it has
Neem,
Manjishta.
tiene Lodra, tiene la Mangista. Es
It
una,
has because it's an acne thing, it has a very small proportion of curcuma also.
tiene cúrcuma también. You can see clearly.
Sí.
Yeah.
The Manjishta is being
Red.
highlighted because of that red.
Tiene el rojo, ¿ve? El colorcito que tiene como rojo es de la Mangista.
Mhm.
So
Little
hay-
little bit of sandalwood is also there.
Tiene un poco de sándalo también. Sándalo. This is the aloe gel. No, I have both. I have aloe with the Mangista and curcuma. You prepare yourself.
Yes.
This
yes.
is very
I
nice.
prepare myself.
Yeah. And you have another one with the lavender oil. No? This one.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is particularly for skin moisturizing,
Okay. Okay.
like skin moisturizing and smoothening effect.
Yes.
Particularly, I suggest is after like an aftershave gel
So
when the skin is being
this we should mix with the rose water. No? This mix with the rose water.
mixed with rose water and make a paste, like fresh paste, which doesn't need any preservative now.
O sea, este es lo que ella está usando en su clínica. Ella lo envía a mí para que ustedes puedan tener accesible. Este es el que se usa como mascarilla, que todo es con hierba. Ya ella le explicó manjista, tiene sándalo, tiene cúrcuma, tiene neem. Y entonces se mezcla con un poquito del agua de rosa para hacer una pasta. No tiene nada de preservativo, todo natural. How many minutes? 20 minutes, half an hour?
It is 10 to 15 minutes only. You
10
don't
to
you-
15?
when you have acne, this is an acne based thing.
Yeah.
You don't
The-
need to dry it completely. You should wash it before it gets fully dried.
De 10 a 15, it smells like neem also, I see. Neem.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
It has.
De 10 a 15 minutos, usted se lo deja aplicado con el agua de rosa ya como una pasta. Okay.
So that
And the-
helps with it's not stains, it's called something else. I don't know if it's the pigmentation.
Like the marks.
It helps with
Uh,
that.
For the marks, we have a different one actually. I'll
Okay.
be sharing it with Professor Paulo. I'll send some
Okay.
of those. But it is particularly for acne condition.
I have a
Like
question.
Yeah.
In all these cases, all these patients, and let me tell you why I asked this, because that way I think I'll get more to the point about the question. Sometimes, let's say a person takes, and this has been my case sometimes, I haven't taken this for that, but let's say I take neem tea,
Hmm.
and I start slowly. And del gerberito, which Professor Paolo knows very well, recommends 3 times a day for 21 days, and then you stop 3 days. And if you understand the symptoms keep going, you restart again. Let's say I take it once and I start feeling like weird. And I understand there's a process called, I don't know, I don't remember the name now, but it's like in a couple of days, the effect of what you're taking, it's so strong because that's when you know that it's really working. And it could be
Yes.
so painful that some people have had to go to the hospital, even though it's the process, but they don't know that or they don't understand that. So with these things, in these cases, has anybody ever told you, oh, I felt weird taking this or taking that, or I feel it's too strong for me? And what
Uh,
have the measures been about that?
Particularly, yes, that for orally, never, and nobody
Never?
has told me.
Great.
Orally, for orally, no. But yes, the girl I discussed this case, she had issues with external application things
Case number
because,
4, last
yeah,
case?
the
Okay.
last case. No, the second last case we discussed about this, the
Oh,
stress and diet in 21 years old girl.
okay.
Her skin was very sensitive.
Mhm.
Initially, she told me my skin is sensitive.
Okay.
So I started with my basic acne formulation, but I
Mhm.
had to change it thrice. But the third time she was okay.
Okay, perfect.
Because it happens. Some skins are so sensitive that all the herbs doesn't go well with their skin, even if it's a good combination you form. Till now, none of them had, but yes, she had. Then I made some changes in the formulation according to her skin. Second time she said yes, there was no burning, there was no itching, but still it was not as comfortable. Then in the third one, I actually made more lubricating thing. I added more
Mhm.
rose and sandalwood and all. But
Okay.
I kept neem, I kept their neem, I kept mangista, but I increased the ratio of the other cooling things. And
Oh,
then she
perfect.
was okay. Now she is using that formulation for external thing.
Okay, I know you give some things for internal, and I'm wondering, are they taken as like a, I mean, how do they take it? Like, let's say, Shatavari and Neem and
Yes.
Gudushi.
Mhm.
Gudushi, you say? I don't know.
Yes,
Gudushi,
Guruchi.
yeah, Gudushi.
Like, how do they take those things internally? Do you give them instructions as to, like, specifically, like in a drink, in a tea, or and what do you mean by decoction?
Yeah. See, I prepare my own medications. So
Okay.
I gave them in the tablet form sometimes. If somebody was not comfortable in tablet form, I gave them in powder form also.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's better. Mhm.
Yeah. So
And
decoction is,
Mhm.
yeah,
I just have one more question, but you can go back to that. Do you have a system of, like, in general, detoxification? Have you had patients where you need to do a detoxification system in the beginning? Or you go
uh,
specifically to the,
no. When we talk about detoxification, it is the panchkarma. Not every case is. Are you talking about that detoxification?
in general, like detoxification in general? Like, some people go like I've heard one time, for, what is it? Oh, like for HPV, to start with detoxification and then take something else, which I don't remember. This is from Algerberito. He says start detoxification and then something else. I don't remember what it is. So is that a way of treating in your clinic at times? Do you have that alternative? And
Yes, exactly.
okay,
But each and every case is not ready for detoxification immediately.
Yeah.
okay.
We have to work on Agni. We have to work on digestion. Once that is corrected, then we go for detoxification. The
That's great
lady I
that you
discussed,
answer that, because I've believed, and a lot of people I've seen, that they believe that detoxification is the first alternative, and they run to do that. And I
no,
think that detoxification sometimes is not as safe just to do it on your own, like, just out of nothing.
no, it is not, because your body types are very, very important to see that.
Okay.
You may have heard of intermittent fastings also nowadays, very common. not all body types go good with intermittent fasting. It's not bad, but it depends upon your body type.
I heard that
Like
afterward.
I was just going to discuss this lady, that
Okay.
Kamish's case.
Okay.
She is a teacher. In December, during her school holiday, she is going to get the Panchkarma now. Because before she didn't had time. Now she will go for detoxification in December when she will have school holidays.
Ella está hablando de ella, no toda persona puede ser dada un protocolo de desintoxicación así tan rápidamente. Hay que mejorar mejor. It's better to fix the acne first, digestive, then we go for a detox full, no?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
If you go for
also, I'm translating so they know what you're explaining because it's very important. Like not every case has to be evaluated because if the intermittent fasting is common now, it's not for every body type.
no,
No todo el mundo puede hacer because people think there might be common rules for all body types, but some other not rules for every body type.
no,
Oh.
and some people count it under Ayurveda. That's not right. Ayurveda doesn't suggest complete fasting.
No, ok, ahí ella está explicando que en el ayuno tenemos que tener cuidado con el ayuno. Ayurveda no recomienda el ayuno para todo el mundo. Y hay una práctica común ahora de mucho ayuno o ayunos intermitentes y eso puede ser contraproducente. It can be contraproducent, ¿no?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I had cases 45 years, 50 years of old, did 3-4 months of intermittent fasting. Now when they have stopped, they are not able to digest the normal food.
Okay, okay.
Because Agni has been affected.
El acné, que es el fuego digestivo, ya ha tenido pacientes que se han puesto a hacer ayunos así, como quien dice a lo loco, y pierden la capacidad de digestión también. Se
Wow.
afecta. Because it's overstimulated. Maybe when you have the fasting, the acne needs some food also. But if there's no food there, it will overstimulate itself, no?
Yes, it actually, over the period of time, the Agni gets lowered. The digestive fire is reduced because there is no further food to digest. So that is the case. Ayurveda never suggests complete fasting. There is a word called Langhan in Ayurveda. But Langhan is fasting. But fasting in Ayurveda is different from each body type to body.
You can please type it. It's important word. Type it, please. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Ella va a ponerle en el chat cómo se llama la palabra en Ayurveda para ayuno. Y ella explica Langan. Ahí está en el chat. Ella dice que en el Ayurveda el ayuno es diferente para cada persona. Hay que tomar eso en cuenta también. You can have a disease because of doing bad protocol of fasting, no? Also.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I had the lady, 45, 50 years of age lady I was telling, ending up in IBS condition.
Okay. Que tiene una paciente que terminó con IBS, que es el intestino, el síndrome de intestino irritable, por hacer mala forma el ayuno, ¿entiendes?
Because when we were talking about Langan means light food, not complete fasting. For Kapha, it could be complete fasting for 5-6 hours. But how Langan is done under Ayurveda is with light food, liquid diet, or nutritious or light to digest food like lentil water, rice water, these types of warm foods, soups, vegetable soups, lentil soup, like this. But not like 16 hours you're not eating anything. That's the intermittent.
Ella está diciendo que la mejor forma, o sea, ella dice, me escuchan todos porque es importante esto. Ella está diciendo que Langan hace referencia a ayuno, pero en realidad no es ayuno como lo conocemos nosotros. Langan es ligero, que no es que vamos a ayunar 16 horas sin comer nada. Vamos a hacer unos caldos, unas sopitas, algunas preparaciones ligeras que son un tipo de ayuno también. So it means like lightness. We will do some soup, maybe some soup.
Liquid diet,
Yeah,
no? But
yeah.
warm, liquid, warm,
Tienen que
liquid, and
ser,
light to digest.
tienen que ser tibios en temperatura, no fríos.
Yes, this is important. No juices,
Yeah. So
only
it should be
Oh,
warm.
warm.
Okay.
Cold reduces our digestive fire. Warm
Yeah.
enhances the power of digestive
But
fire.
the problem is in America, there's now everybody is doing juicing, you know. Yeah.
Just not good.
You know,
¿Puedes
this-
repetir eso que dijo al final? Como que frío tal cosa en digestivo, caliente tal cosa. Ella dijo algo así rapidito.
can you
pero-
repeat the cold and
Warm.
the hot? What's the, yeah.
Cold reduces the digestive fire.
Lo frío va a reducir el fuego digestivo, la capacidad digestiva.
Warm enhances the digestive fire.
Y las cosas tibias van a ayudar a fortalecer la capacidad digestiva, el acné digestivo.
So Ayurveda doesn't recommend juicing at all? I mean, I love eating the fruits and,
It
from the,
depends.
oh, okay, okay.
You can have a watermelon juice in pita
Okay.
time in summer, or a
In
coconut
summer,
water,
yes.
coconut water. So that's fine. Yeah.
And maybe try not to mix too many fruits at the same time, right? Like,
Also,
okay,
yeah, no.
okay.
It becomes, sometimes we are not knowing the exact taste of each fruit, which
Okay.
could become an incompatible combination.
Right.
Ya. ¿Entendieron eso? La señora Delgado preguntó que si el juicing no es favorable. Depende, porque por ejemplo, el agua de coco es como un jugo puro. El jugo de melón, el jugo de pepinillo en verano es excelente. El problema es que no debemos de... I'm trying to explain them. We cannot say juicing is bad always. The problem is
Yes.
if we use very raw foods, it will aggravate kapha. Raw foods also, no? Raw foods.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, raw foods, and if it is very cold,
very
and
cool.
if it is summers, juices are good.
Yeah.
Seasonal fruits.
Sí, en verano, por ejemplo, el juicing es favorable porque es más caliente, pero cuando hay clima frío, predominancia de kapha, no nos conviene consumir muchas cosas frías porque va a tapar los canales. No se va a ver fuego digestivo. Y, por ejemplo, las dietas crudas, los que practican dietas crudas, puede ser contraproducente muchas veces porque no se digiere a veces y se acumula en mucosidades.
Mhm.
So I explained them the raw foods is not always the best option because it could not be digested sometimes. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So that is the power of plant. That means your season, your body, your age, your climatic conditions, everything, it depends. One plant could be very good now in India, but it may not be good in US now because of different seasonal conditions. That doesn't mean this plant is bad.
Ella dice que una planta ahora, en este momento, hoy, que estamos a 17 de septiembre, puede que sea buena usarla ahora en India, pero puede que sea contraproducente usarla o no muy favorable ahora en donde nosotros vivimos, en Estados Unidos, por el cambio climático y regional. Pero no quiere decir que la planta sea mala. ¿Entienden eso? Yeah. So yeah, that's it. It depends, no? If you live in North India or in South India also, it will depend.
Obviously, because
Yeah.
north is you know a normal region.
Yeah,
South is here a coastal region.
yeah,
Where I am staying, like the northwest part of India, that's an arid or desert region. So many things changes according to the weather condition. We discussed in the last class that the remedy of each conditions are available in the same
same
climatic
area,
condition,
same area, yeah.
same area, same climatic condition.
Okay.
So if a place is pitta, like high pitta air or soil, the pitta pacifying plants will also be grown in that region.
Dice ella que si el área donde vivimos predomina el pita, el fuego, en esa área por naturaleza van a haber plantas alrededor que ayudan a aliviar el pita. Hay que estar, we have to learn to observe nature, no? Because
Yes, nature. This is an example that nature keeps a balance.
okay, okay. Eso es un ejemplo de cómo la naturaleza mantiene el balance. Si en una región hay un exceso de algo, de que hay mucho calor, automáticamente algo ahí van a hacer también que va a apaciguar ese calor, por ejemplo. So it's like, yeah.
Okay, I'm going back to the first case or maybe any of the cases, and I'm sorry. She mentioned about that case was about, in among other things, hypothyroidism, and the lady was having hair loss. So you administered or you prescribed some things, mostly to deal with the hormonal issues, which I understand would have helped with the hair issue. Was it that she was losing hair? Okay,
Yes,
now
she was.
in the information that Professor Paolo sent, I don't know where, because it's like 1,000,000 pages, and I've printed about 999
Yeah, okay.
so far. I read something where Dr. Keshavabat
Yes.
mentioned things for hair grow and stuff or something like that. And then at the end, it says, if you're bald, there's no solution for that.
Because it's
So-
genetic condition. It's a genetic.
Oh, okay. So it's truly, that's right. I mean, that's true.
Yes.
For baldness,
If
no.
if it's a family history or a genetic
Yeah.
condition,
Yeah.
no plant, no external, no
Okay.
internal will help you a lot.
It
If
can
you started
mitigate.
much,
It
if you
can
start
mitigate a little bit, but not will cure the same. Yeah.
And you know why
Yes.
I ask? Because I read somebody, some other place where people are giving their testimonies, and a lady mentioned, which I have heard before from other people, that they used horsetail shampoo with onion in it.
Onion.
And
You
they have,
onion. Yeah, you have onion.
oh, okay. And they have like a little bit of hairs coming out where they have baldness. So that's why I was surprised from reading what
in that
Dr.
in that case, you may have read a case of hair loss in patches.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
That is
I understand.
alopecia.
So
In
that's
that
different.
case, that's a different case.
It's
So
different
hair fall,
case.
so it's a different case. Like we call it alopecia, where there is patches of baldness.
Yeah.
Okay.
That can be treated if it is addressed well on time.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've talked a lot. I'm gonna stop here. Okay, you people, you were on case number 5, and maybe some other people have questions. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay.
that's fine. We were just
And thank
discussing
you
about
so much.
we were just discussing about that hair oil and onion. Professor Paulo was showing something with that paste.
Okay.
That's a hair oil.
Other
Hair oil
thing.
hand.
Can
Yeah.
you show again? Can you show again? Professor,
Okay.
what is
This
it
is
called?
the hair oil. It has onion on it, no? Onion also.
Okay,
So
That's a handmade, homemade oil.
okay.
I want to add it what you were teaching before about the region. like if we go to Tamil Nadu, it's hot and there's a lot of coconuts there, you know. So that's the balance too, you know, in the coast area, we have more coconut palm tree.
Yes.
So coconut water, it's pacifying for pitta. So that's a key, for employee where we live here is the same, like in Tamil Nadu, it's same. So the coconut water is very refreshing for the pitta. El agua de coco es bueno aquí en el trópico because we live in a tropical island too here.
Yes. Okay.
So, doctor,
So-
I think we have only 50 minutes left now. So you try to resume whatever you want to teach.
Yeah, for the case studies and for the herbs, I have completed what I was planning to discuss today.
Okay.
But if there are any questions, I'll wait for the questions.
Tenemos 15 minutos. Ya
We'll be
van a ser-
discussing.
Ya.
We'll be discussing about many Rasayana herbs in our next class.
Ok, ella dice que en la próxima reunión con la doctora van a estar discutiendo sobre muchas hierbas rasayanas. So you will talk about rasayanas. What's rasayana?
I will talk about in general what is Rasayana, because when we are talking about health, Rasayana is a very important part of it.
So
A common. Yeah, you explain.
ella
first.
dice que va a estar hablándole sobre las hierbas rasayanas y sobre lo que es el concepto rasayana, porque cuando de verdad queremos mejorar la salud, hay que conocer sobre rasayana.
And the very common plants which can be generally used by all the body types, or for each body type,
Yeah.
to keep ourselves more healthy. Like
Keep up-
you can say we have a term of multivitamin.
Yeah. That's what I
So-
use amla for that. Amla.
Yes, it is like you can say Rasayana is something like that. Like I'll not say particularly multivitamin, but the effect we have in our mind that multivitamins are something for general
General.
health.
Ok, ella les va a estar explicando de que cuáles hierbas ustedes pueden utilizar en términos generales siempre, como si fuera lo que ustedes relacionan con una multivitamina. ¿Ves? Que toda persona, no importa el tipo que tenga de cuerpo, la puede utilizar para mantenerse entonces con esa, it's like a nourishing, ¿no? Nourishing plants, ¿no?
Nourishing plants, nourishing for all the systems of our body,
Okay.
for all the tissues of our body.
Van a nutrir todos los tejidos del cuerpo. Ella le va a dar esas informaciones. ¿Cómo van a tener eso? ¿Cómo lo pueden lograr? Ok. Ella dijo que ya ella terminó por hoy lo que les quería dar. Si hay alguna duda, ya en la India van a ser las 11:30 de la noche. Si hay alguna duda, pueden hacerla ahora. Hasta ahora nada más Daniel y 2 o 3 personas nos han aprovechado para consulta. Si ustedes quieren, antes de que se acabe el training, envíenos su email. Está el grupo también. En el grupo usted me escribe, necesito apoyo, y yo le voy dando el apoyo personal después. ¿Entienden? I just tell them that we have maybe 10 minutes now, and then that we have the WhatsApp chat. We already have Daniel who made your consultation to you and to me, but we are inviting any other members in these 4 weeks before it ends. If they have any queries, to send maybe an email or something, and we can work with that, no?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are always available for that.
Yeah. So you let me know anything you want to add, or the students. Ustedes nos dejan saber algo que ella diga, o ustedes, antes de que terminemos.
Well, on slide 16, which I missed some part of the presentation because I received a phone call from my son from Puerto Rico. On slide 16, I don't understand what Mahabhuta means and how does it relate to the RASA column and SL number? Do you have slide 16?
Yes.
It says RASA, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Mahabhuta?
Maha, yeah, Maha is big, or it means many things, but it's like,
Mahabhuta is 5 elements.
yeah.
Is what?
5 elements.
Oh,
Earth,
okay. Oh, okay.
water. Mahabhuta is 5 elements.
Okay.
That is
now-
earth, water, fire, air, and space.
Okay, got it.
So this slide just explains that which rasa has which element in predomination.
Oh,
Ahí
okay.
cada sabor tiene relación con unos elementos. Ahí te dice la clave. El dulce tiene que ver con el agua y la tierra. El agrio tiene que ver con la tierra y el fuego, y así por el estilo.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
sweet has earth and water, that means
Yes.
it will kapha aggravating because kapha is earth and water.
So I want to give a announcement. So we were planning, you say, in the Ayurveda Day to give one seminar, no? For the October
Yes.
23rd.
We'll finalize the date. I just need to check the festivals here
Okay, yeah.
because there will be Diwali in 1 or 2 days up and down.
Sure.
But for that, we will be arranging like around 20 or so. 20.
So for October the 8th, we have another seminar. It's a 1 day, October the 8th. And it's in the yoga
Yes.
center. No, it's in a yoga center. It's already there's around 9 people already there. So el sábado 8 de octubre vamos a estar en casa de Ana Rosa, en el centro de yoga de Caguas. Y vamos a estar ahí dando un seminario de un día. Empezamos a las 10 de la mañana. Va a haber almuerzo, incluye almuerzo. Y va a estar la doctora también y voy a estar yo. Ella va a estar por Zoom y yo voy a estar presencial. Eso va a ser en Caguas el sábado 8 de octubre, de 10 en adelante. Va a haber almuerzo y todo, incluye almuerzo, es $40 nada más. Ese va a ser sobre la salud del hombre y la mujer. So I invite them. It will include
would like
some, yeah.
I would like to add something. I don't know
Yes.
what you explained,
Sure,
but
sure.
from my end also, I would like to invite them because Professor Paulo is going to discuss about the male health and I'm going to discuss about the female health.
Yeah.
Professor can explain what all he is going to cover and let me explain what I am going to cover.
Sure,
So
sure,
all ladies try to join. We'll be having a short session on Ayurveda on women healthcare. Now, what Ayurveda says about different women conditions. I will be discussing about only the female healthcare, about what Ayurveda says. So we'll be covering common health issues like menopause, perimenopause. We'll be covering PCOD. We'll be covering PMS, that is premenstrual syndrome. We'll be covering some menstruation related issues also, some thyroid related issues also. So my basically focus will be on common female conditions, what we see and what Ayurveda says about it. So try to join and have, if you have any queries, if the time allows, please be there as as Professor Paulo will be sharing the timings and all. So,
Yeah.
but it will be a 1 day brainstorming about those conditions. So try to join it.
Ya, ella les invita que si tienen la oportunidad de ir allá al seminario, ella va a estar compartiendo las condiciones comunes en las mujeres, como el síndrome de menstruación, el ovario poliquístico, las cuestiones de las hormonales, de la menopausia. O sea, Ana, tú estás ahí. Ana. Yo no sé si Ana se fue. Vamos a estar en casa de Ana y la doctora va a estar dando 2 horas completas. You will be like 2 hours giving all these things. No? I will be 2
Exactly.
hours
I'll-
with mail. Yeah.
I will
Okay.
be giving some tips on antenatal care and all also what Ayurveda
Okay.
suggests for that
Yeah.
antenatal thing. So we'll be covering all what Ayurveda says about female health.
Ella va a hablar un poco también sobre el cuidado prenatal en la mujer. Ana, ¿estás ahí conectada, Ana? Ana Rosa. Ok.
Estoy aquí, Paolo.
Sí,
¿Me
so-
oyes?
Sí,
Ok.
ya la doctora está explicando que ella va a dar condiciones en las mujeres como el síndrome menopáusico, menstruación, ovario poliquístico, todas esas condiciones, y que si
Sí.
ustedes tienen alguna en particular, pues nos pueden decir de antemano.
Está muy bien. Eso lo vamos
Ok.
a anunciar. Ok.
So, doctor, she's the owner of the yoga center, the director.
Yes. Yes.
So she says it's fine, and she will be having the promotions. Okay.
Yes.
And we have
thank you.
Pascual. Pascual is a teacher also. He says, thank you, Dr. Aditi. Very good class. Good afternoon.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I was about to type her.
Okay, okay. So I think it's okay for today. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. We
But
have
it's-
them.
it's-
We already have them request. If they have any questions, they can go throughout the email, or we have the WhatsApp group, and I will follow up them from there. You know.
Yes, yes, please. If you
Yeah.
have any questions, anything related with our class, any doubts, any questions, anything related with your health condition, you can connect with any of us anytime.
Yes, yes, sure. So that's the best way to say goodbye. You know. Yeah.
Bye.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like we're still available for all
Yes.
of you over email or over WhatsApp. But
Yeah.
for now, we are saying bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, doctors.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye,
thanks,
thank you.
doctor. Thanks, doctor.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, bye. Okay. Bye.
Recuerda darle stop a la grabación, que no se
Sí, sí.
pierda.
Gracias, gracias.
Que está buenísimo.